Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Amara Queens. The fourth episode, after a month hiatus and a filler episode. We now have the fourth episode. Hello, my queens. How y'all doing?
I'm great. Hi, lovelies.
I'm vibing.
Good, good.
One of them still waking up. It's fine.
She'll get there. Don't worry about it.
All right. So, I'm very excited. I am very excited because it's been a month since we had the whole Queen's crew together. We did have a filler episode with Clara and Honey Crisp, which was wonderful. A whole
Oh, super
dream
fun.
sequence where they were much more capable people than they are now. Let's go with that.
I miss it already.
Yes, I missed level 10 already. Yes. But for now, we return to the main timeline without any fillers. But first, let me introduce the cast. I am here joined by, let's go with from left to right, the beautiful and amazing Scripps. Hello, Scripps. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good. I'll be playing Myrtle.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Next to Scripps, we have the amazing Queen Roses, aka Nia. Hello, Nia.
Hi, Mass. Today I
Hello.
will be playing Clara, who may or may not die. Who knows?
Oh my god,
We
we'll
technically
see.
all may die in every single episode, so
Yeah. Like the risk of death is always there, don't worry. Anyway, next to Nia, we have the lovely short stack, both in character and
Nah.
real life. Cello, hello.
Hi, lovelies. Thank you so much for having me here, man. I'm very happy to be back with the whole cast. But yes, hello, lovelies. My name is Shello, and I will be portraying Honeycrisp.
Hell yeah. And finally, last but certainly not least, the recently engaged and lovely big ups for the lovely Mooney. Hi, Moon.
Hi! I know it's been a long time, and I'm here to play Willow. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
Also, once again, congratulations, Moon.
Yay, thank you. I'm really
Yeah.
excited about it.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right. So, let's do a recap of last episode because it has indeed been a month, so it's best to catch everyone up on what's going on, including the players. But before that, I want to remind everyone: hero points do exist. There are 10 hero points that can be bought at any time throughout the session. Um, these hero points can be given to a player or the DM if you so wish. That is also an option. I will not take away that option ever. You can give one of the players or the DM a hero point, which will allow them to re-roll a d20 roll at any point during the session. Um, only the chat can give the players this, and if chat chooses not to, then you are left to your own devices and your own abilities and luck. So let's go with that. You also all start with one hero point because I'm very nice. You know I am just a wonderful, fantastic DM. That's why I always give you one hero point. Yes, yes, of course. So, anyway, in the last episode, episode 3 of Amara Queens, what happened? Well, the crew were after some stolen goods that were stolen from their um, savior slash the priest that has been teaching them about the vampire problem in the city, the floating city of Crasto. Um, they had some equipment, some vampire hunting equipment stolen, and the crew decided to help out and go get said equipment, with also the promise of getting some of the equipment for themselves to protect themselves, because they did have an encounter with a vampire, which He did drink blood from two of them, so there is a chance that he might have gotten an interest in the crew that got away. Either way, you went to one of the many floating sky islands around the big one of Crasto, and you went to a warehouse that was supposedly taken over by a mob. It was part of one of the criminal organizations of the city. You went in, well, you went around, and then you started to try to sneak in, but then failed, alerted everyone, and then mayhem and chaos ensued. There was a lot of murder going on, a lot of exploding of people. Uh, Indeed, a lot of trauma being inflicted upon certain members of the party. Um, a lot of fighting a large Goliath man called the Thunderer, who was defeated before after nearly killing Honeycrisp, while Clara was a sheep the whole like most of the time because of wild magic. Lovely. So you were able to recover your the stolen goods. Yay. And you return to the church, delivering the stolen goods and receiving some vials of holy water and a scroll of protection and consecrated oils to use on your weapons and such. Afterwards, while Clara went for some uh,
Therapy.
psychiatric treatment, yeah, for some therapy, the
Yeah.
rest went for another kind of therapy, shopping for dresses.
I
Um,
fought with a man talking shit about his wife, and I'm like, fuck you.
yeah, this did happen. This did happen. But you were able to buy a dress for Willow, who agreed to a date by an elven individual called Ruiz. In one of the previous sessions, in exchange for getting a free pass on the ferries. And well, the dress was bought. It's getting readjusted, and the party went to the Sharp Dog, which was a tavern told to Myrtle that it's a rather good tavern by one of her fans, and that he's also staying there. And once he got there, there was the usual drunken revelry happening, which Myrtle clearly enjoyed very much. Honeycrisp clearly enjoyed the food. Willow clearly enjoyed the company, and Clara clearly enjoyed getting to her room to clean up all the blood that covered her during the slaughter that happened earlier, to which she required the psychiatric treatment. Um, while Clara was finishing up the cleaning, however, she looked towards the window and saw a shadowy figure crouching there, watching her. And that's where we ended last session, and that is exactly where we will pick it up. So, Clara, you just finished cleaning up. You just finished changing into a clean dress. You have several changes of clothing. You also don't wear armor, so you don't really. You just wear normal clothing for your adventures. So you just finished changing, getting yourself cleaned up, and you look to the side and you see the figure crouching there, staring at you.
Oh god, okay.
How do
Clara
you react?
leaves the room. Clara leaves the room. She ain't fucking with that. She's out.
All right. So
I ain't doing it.
she just turns around. Does she like pretend she didn't see anything, or is
Yeah,
this just
she pretends like she didn't notice anything. She is playing it off all cool. She's like, she's just, she's like, oh, I should probably look, find the girls. And she just walks out like nothing happened.
Okay. Okay. So she turns around and walks over to the door and leaves. Clara, you start heading downstairs where you see Myrtle is currently dancing, Honeycrisp is currently eating, and Willow is keeping Honeycrisp company.
I'm going towards Willow. I head over towards Willow.
Okay. So
And
you sit next to Willow.
yeah, I look over at Willow and I'm like, so, you know how we've gotten that really nice room in this nice little tavern. So
Yeah.
I don't know how to say this, but there is something outside the window.
You mean like a tree?
No. No, it didn't look like no tree that I've ever seen. That like she's like just kind of a little freaked out because she's like, I don't know what to think. She's like, I don't want to assume, but I didn't want to check either. I think that might be an entire person outside the window.
Oh.
Mind
uh,
you, it's the
uh,
second floor.
yeah, and I'm just so I don't know. I'm gonna chill here. I'm gonna hang out with y'all, pretend I didn't see it, and if we go back up there and it's still there, well, at least I know I'm not hallucinating.
I have a question. Are you saying that specifically to Willow, or are you saying that to like Honeycrisp and Willow and?
Hey, Chris and Willow.
Okay, good. I look over at Honeycrisp and I like raise my eyebrow and I'm like, check this out.
Do I don't remember if I know where the room is already.
You were told that the rooms were upstairs. So yeah, you would know where the room is.
Okay, I only asked because I'm probably I wanted to have my meal in peace, but that is okay.
Mhm.
You know, the tribe comes first, so I still have a mouthful of food. I just kind of give a nod, hop off the stool, and I walk out of the tavern and kind of go around the perimeter,
All right.
being like, okay, now I obviously I need to check this out from the outside, and
All
if I
right.
find anyone, figure that out.
So you two, Lucy, and Chris walk out with a chicken leg in one hand and the hammer in the other, as she is just walking around, checking out the oh my God, scribs. That is amazing. Sorry.
I may not take notes, but I do doodles.
But you do walk around, and who is following Honeycrisp and who is doing something else?
I went to go talk to Myrtle and tell her and catch her up on what happened.
Myrtle is
What I
just
saw.
hardcore vibing, dropping it down.
Yeah, you just see
Dropping it low.
you see Myrtle like twerking in to some radical medieval music that is happening right now.
Some medieval Nicki Minaj.
Some medieval Nicki Minaj, but sure.
If I knew medieval language, I would translate, but I can't.
Yeah, but you do reach her because she is just dancing with everyone else. That is just having some fun. It's mostly just drunk dudes dancing. So she kind of stands out. You find her and you can tell her what's happening. No problem.
So then that's exactly what Clara just does. She like starts shuffling her way over. Like she's like trying to like, you know that weird like jump shuffle? I don't know if you've ever seen it in movies, but like she like jump shuffles her way in. And she kind of gestures to Myrtle and kind of catches her up on what she saw and how she's just not gonna fuck with that. She's and that Willow and Honeycrisp. Well, I think Honeycrisp, Willow, but like I just saw Honeycrisp walk out.
Yeah. Willow, in
And
the
searching
meantime,
for it.
since you're doing that, Willow, what are you doing? Are you following Honeycrisp? Are you? Oh my God! I just got a hero point. Nice.
What?
Yeah.
no.
Dang, already it
Thank you,
begins.
Thunders.
Oh
I'm gonna put
no.
this
You're
aside.
kidding me.
No, I'm gonna put this aside for myself. Thank you,
I can't
Thunders.
believe.
All right.
Dang. I was gonna say I wanted to go investigate the room in case the figure might have gone up like through the window,
Okay. So you
just
go.
in case.
So
So we have
basically, one goes outside and one goes upstairs through the inside. All right.
yeah, that's the plan. Get
Okay.
them from either side.
All right. Clara, you went to tell Myrtle. What are you two or what are you two doing? Are you waiting here? Are you heading towards the room? What are you doing?
Okay, so a creepy guy or person, I don't know, just was just looking at you.
Listen, I was changing, minding my business, trying to get out of these
Oh
dirty
no.
clothes, and I look over the window just to see the night view. I see this figure just out my window. I played dumb, didn't want to alert it that I knew that it was there, and I just
Did you
ran to
make
you
eye
guys.
contact?
I did not get to see what or who it was. I
Okay,
just saw
that's
the
it.
outline of it. Willow did suggest that it was a tree, but that ain't no tree I've ever seen. So
Yeah, trees
I
normally have
wanted
like
to
a
play
weird
it
top.
safe.
Yeah.
Exactly. I just wanted to play it safe. After everything that we've been through, I really don't want to risk it.
Yeah, to be honest, we are better together. At least in pairs, you know.
All right.
And
Also,
yeah, you were. How
Clara
about
just got a
let's
hero
just
point.
keep
Just,
together?
Hell yeah.
just want to point out Clara got a hero point. So there is
Nice.
thank Maris for
Thank
that.
you, Maris. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Nice. All right, so you two are sticking together, but are you heading upstairs? Or are you going outside? Or are you staying there?
I feel if this person was just standing alone in the dark, they're not gonna come in. At least in this very public or like area with a lot of people. So we could keep an eye on the door and see and just check who enters.
All right.
How about
Very
that?
well. Do you
Yeah,
agree?
sure.
Okay. So we jump to let's go with Honeycrisp since you left first. You start going around while eating your chicken, and you start looking around. You do know more or less which window it would be, so roll a perception to see
Yes, sir.
what you see around it.
Alright, let me grab my character sheet. Perception.
That would be
Do,
helpful.
do, do,
Yes.
do, 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 do. I perceive.
You do perceive.
I perceive.
You perceive something. So it is dark here. You do have dark vision, so it's not really that much of a problem. But there's lights. It's just a little bit dark. You look around, and once you get to the window where the room is supposed to be, you don't see a figure. You do see it's the second floor window. So it's pretty high up, especially for you since you're small. And you look at the window. The window is open, but there's nothing else that stands out.
I would like to climb the tree.
There is no tree.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, well, I don't know why I had the perception that I was. Okay.
No, because Willow just asked, was it a tree that she saw?
Oh, no, you're right.
No, because there is no tree.
I don't know why. So window is open,
Yes.
but so that's the only thing I perceive. I kind of don't want to. If someone's in there, I don't want to give it the benefit of, oh, they're coming. I'll crawl out the window again. So I'm gonna try to be the one crawling up to the window.
Okay. Roll an athletics.
I'm gonna get my fucking Kobe. In aesthetics, I would like to use my hero point.
Instantly. Okay.
Oh
But
no!
it is too
my
early.
God.
It is too damn early.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot better. Okay, so you start climbing, and you're actually doing a pretty good job as you're climbing onto a windowsill, then jumping onto another, and then trying to climb up the building. Meanwhile, we're gonna jump to Willow. Willow, you took the other route, the one with stairs, where you start climbing up to the room, and as you open the door to the room which you and Clara will be supposedly sharing. There are no lights inside. It's quiet, and you do notice that the window is open as you're standing at the entrance,
And I can see that there's no tree, right?
and you can see very well that there is no tree.
God damn it. Shit. Is what she's thinking in her head.
Mhm.
Like, God, I was hoping it was just a tree. And can I start doing inspecting? Would that be?
Oh, you want to inspect around investigate? Yeah, roll an investigation. You start looking around the room, see what you find.
Oh boy. Not
Uh,
advantage. Sorry, I didn't realize it was clicked.
it's the
for me.
5. It's the 5. No problem.
No.
So
Can I use my hero?
sure.
Well,
And
you
Getting them out early.
you know what? And I'm
It's
gonna
be
and I'm gonna
great.
allow you
I'd
to
rather
reroll
use it
that.
now than have a man eating our necks at night.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Fair.
So
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
reroll that hero point
All right, here we go. Let's try.
without the advantage.
I hate my life.
Oh well. So here's the thing. You think you're doing a really good job. So you start looking around the room. You do see that the window is open, and you start looking around the room, and it's dark. You just see Clara's clothing. They seem to have been cleaned, and they are currently being dried. And as you look around, you don't see anything that stands out at all. And then you look to the side, look to the window, and you see a hand come out and grab the windowsill. And another hand starts to grab the windowsill. And you start seeing a shadowy head begin to come up and form.
Is this Honeycrisp or is this?
As you look, but your dark vision does allow you to see as the big head of the goblin pops out. And yes, it's Honeycrisp.
Oh, thank God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but there was a moment. There was Honeycrisp. As you look up, you see Willow like clutching her sickles, tense, as she's looking at you.
You scared me, girl. You scared me good. I go and I try to help her through the window so she's not just hanging there, please.
Okay, yeah, you can pull her in. No problem.
Well, good news and bad news. Good news says I didn't see anyone. Bad news says it is too easy to climb to this window.
The security in this building is not very advanced.
Yeah, no.
It's medieval times. Security doesn't exist.
Hey.
They have
The
guards.
security system is grandmamas that are chismosas, that are nosy. That's the security system in this town.
Honestly.
And they're failing.
All right.
But yeah. Nice room we have, though.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's actually
Don't
pretty
know why the
clean.
window was open. Maybe she needed some air. I'm gonna ask her if the window was open.
Alright, I'll stay here then.
All right.
Okay, I trust you, and I give her a pat on the shoulder, and I start heading back, like do 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 do, because I don't think anything's wrong with this room.
Okay. So you start heading downstairs, and as you get downstairs, Willow, you see Myrtle and Clara sitting on the chair, looking up to see if they spot you, and they do. You all meet up at the table while Honeycrisp stays in the room.
Well, we didn't find anything, but Honeycrisp did find out the security in this building is shite. So
There's security.
and
in
there's
this place?
and there's no tree. You are right.
So what did you see?
Was the window open when you left the room, or was it closed?
Clara's face goes pale and she goes, I never opened a window.
There was nothing in that room when I investigated it, but clearly something happened.
It could be just they have the place like some windows open just for like ventilation. So it might be something dangerous, or it might be also just the place having the window open. But I feel maybe we should sleep together for tonight instead of, well, we are sleeping in pairs.
I think we need to sleep in shifts is more the thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Take the first shift. I don't think I'm gonna get sleep with how creepy that is. So I saw a figure and the windows open, yet you didn't see anything. I don't trust that.
I investigated with all my might, and I really did not find anything.
Oh,
There
no,
was
honey,
only one-
Don't, I don't doubt you. It's very unsettling.
Oh no, clearly. No, I trust that, yes.
There was only one window?
That room only has one window. Yes.
Then what we could do is fortify that window temporarily, since that is probably the only way in from the outside. So we can just fortify the windows of our room for tonight to have that extra safety.
Strongly suggest that we all go and check out the room. I feel so much better now that I have my team with me. It's just I didn't want to be in there by myself. And you
Yeah,
know
of
what to
course.
say. A pair of eyes is better than two.
Okay.
No, I got that.
All right. Meanwhile, Honeycrisp, you're alone in the room.
Hey!
Yeah. So as you're looking around, more like leaning against the window and trying and just checking out the room from a distance, a terrible realization comes upon you.
Oh boy.
You finished the chicken leg.
I know.
Yeah. That's all the food.
The
No more food.
tragedy!
Yeah, the
It really
tragedy.
is. I even finished the bone marrow probably.
Yep. You're just munching on chicken bone now. It's not super filling, but it's something. And
That's
at this
something.
point,
Pretty oral fixation.
yep. But at this point, the other three arrive in the room, and you all see that Honeycrisp is safe and sound.
Me.
See, I told you we didn't find anything other than the window open, most deaf, and that Honeycrisp can climb like a motherfucker.
It's true.
Can I investigate the room?
You can have
Okay.
Like
I
all the
investigate
like that
too.
hiding spaces?
All right. So either both of you roll investigation, or one of you rolls with advantage. Well,
I will assist.
no. Actually, no, because you're the one that called the investigation first.
Fuck!
So either both of you roll, or Myrtle rolls with advantage.
You can roll with advantage.
Okay.
All right.
Oh?
So 13 or a 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
So you start looking around, and first of all, yeah, there's clear signs that the window is open, but it's not the lock isn't broken. There is a lock on it. The lock isn't broken. It's just open normally. And you start looking around, and you do see Clara and Willow's stuff that they left in the room, you see that everything seems to be in order until, as you're looking around one of the beds, you see like a little corner of a piece of paper underneath with a pillow. And oh, by the way, one more hero point for whoever wants it is now in the party inventory.
I
Thanks to Word.
suggest we give it to the people who have already used it.
That's fair. That's fair. But you do see this small piece of paper, the corner of a piece of paper. That's
I
sticking.
grab it.
Okay, you grab it. And
Like gently so it doesn't like rip.
all right. You pull it out gently, and you see it's not a super big paper, and it does have something written on it. It basically
What?
says, "I love you," in big letters,
Oh
repeated
no.
over and
Oh,
over and
no.
over.
Wait, which
and
bed was
over.
this one?
It was in the bed in front of.
Like I suppose that Willow and Clara put like their stuff in the bed they were planning to sleep on.
Indeed, it's the bed in front. It's on Willow's bed, and
Oh no,
and
no,
it,
no,
what
no.
what you see is it basically says I love you, I love you, I love you, but it doesn't have a direction. Like you start noticing it goes vertical, diagonal, different. It's like someone just wrote in
I know this kind of shit.
all
Oh
over.
no.
and in one of them you just see an M or a W that is in several positions, and there's another section that has been like scratched out. They can barely make out that says I love your something, and I can't wait to touch your something.
Oh my gosh.
You get the feeling it
Ugh.
might be
No,
something
it is
starting
not
with
a
an
feeling.
H.
It's like it's clear. This is clearly a stalker.
Yeah. Also, another
Harassment.
hero
My
point.
favorite.
Another hero point for the party. Yay.
Yay!
Woo!
So my reaction of just saying no, no, no was like genuine, as in like Myrtle was saying that.
Okay. Okay.
So the others could know that she's like, oh no, 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 no.
Claire is shaking. She is freaked the hell out completely.
So,
Do I know about this, or am I just like standing blissfully
no, you both
unaware?
just heard me say a lot of like, oh no, 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 no.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a good news and then a bad news, and then an even worse news. Or, actually, no, the bad news is the worst news. So which one do you want to hear?
Well, maybe we should start with the good news first. I'm feeling
So-
positive.
I think it's not somebody that's coming for Clara,
Yay!
The
I'm
relief.
glad. See my relief for my friend.
but the worst news is I think they're coming for you, Willow, and I show her the note.
Oh well, this is new.
And I think it's not the... I mean, they like you, but not in a good way.
Yeah, I've never seen somebody write "I love you" this many times before. They must really like me. I don't know. This is
Oh.
really strange. I'm like completely unaware. This is all new to me because
that's
I've never
good.
dealt with something like this, and I'm just like,
No, yeah,
yeah,
like, girl,
this is new.
I haven't gone to that point with having fans and stuff. Luckily, I haven't gone to that point, that I know of actually. But I know this is bad. This is real bad, and I mean the only reference to someone liking you that we have is that one guy you're going on a date with. So let's just keep an eye on him, you know?
I feel like I'm gonna need backup on this date.
Yeah,
I
let's-
felt like I already
okay.
needed backup because this was like not a
Already
Not-
new to you.
yeah.
So I pull
Oh,
everyone in
God.
like a head, like we all bump heads and look down, and we're like arms on
Clara.
shoulders and stuff. Like, okay,
Clara has horns. Keep that in mind.
Clara
she's the
gently
one-
places her horns in the head.
yeah, you place your horns on top of the person in front of you, so they're just on top of the other person's horns.
Yeah.
So, I think it's pretty obvious now that we have to accompany Willow to her date. Of course, we have to do it at a distance so that it's not obvious, but enough so that we can just back her up whenever she needs it. And if things go south, we're there.
You know, that she has to go on this date. That's a thought.
I mean, I know, but like,
I could have skipped town. I don't know.
Yeah, we
but
really
we did
could
buy
have.
that
Well-
dress. But man, I could use it for another occasion.
yeah,
'cause-
we can use that dress for another occasion. You can. There's lots of cards you can play. The amnesia card, the twin card, the literally
Okay,
anything,
but-
any excuse.
Okay. All right. Okay. We could go to the date to get some information, perhaps. Do any of us have any sort of spell for like illusions?
Let me
What
check.
illusions are you looking for?
Well, I'm thinking like maybe one of us can try to
I-
impersonate Will so that she herself isn't in danger.
I do
Oh.
have. Wait, fuck.
I
do
don't have
have,
something like that in my arsenal.
A disguise kit. The thing is, none of us-
Nah.
the hide will give us away immediately.
Yes, I was about to point out that the
So-
disguise kit will
so-
not fix the
yeah, the hide and the
5
body
inches
type.
Well,
difference.
Well, if I get on Clara's shoulders in a trench coat,
Okay,
We all do have
hear me
pointy
out.
ears.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
I do have the armor little spell that I use every once in a while. It does last for quite a long time. I could just cast it on Willow in case anything could happen. You know, just as extra protection.
Okay, so you can do that, and I can do the disguise kit, and we just pretend one of you, like, the two of us are going on a date on the same place, and we just pretend we're just different people, that we're not related to Willow.
I'm
So we
getting
can-
confused. I'm looking at the group like, what's happening?
We got your back, basically. We're figuring out how to have your back.
No, I got you on that. I'm just confused about the plan.
What is the plan? I am also.
We don't
confused.
really have a plan. I think you are going on the date.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So
I mean, if we go to
Willow?
a public place, he shouldn't be able to do anything there.
Some
but-
real creeps out there. I'm
No,
pretty
yeah,
sure.
there's
Like
some-
my first day here, someone
Tried
a
to
dwarf was trying to like
scam you. Yeah, I remember that.
I don't trust like that no more.
I'm sorry you had to find out that way.
I'm so sorry as well. Oh no. But yeah, no. I mean, I am capable, like, does a muscle pose. Like, I'm a strong lady. But it's more, I'm just worried that what they're gonna do. But if we're in a public place, he shouldn't act crazy, right? Right.
It's more in the sense of, are you afraid of causing a scene if things were to happen?
I mean,
Because
after
these
all the
type-
trauma that I've caused already, I don't know. Maybe it shouldn't be so bad.
because these sort of people, and I just shake the paper, like these sort of people that are secretive like this don't like causing a scene. So if you cause a scene for whatever creepy shit they tell you, they're not gonna like that.
you have an advantage, Willow. The guy that you're going with doesn't know who you are, how you act, or anything about you.
You could you could completely change your personality. You did act very flirty that one when you met him.
Yeah, I can act very stone cold bitch, and it'll be good, right? That's the way to go about it, right? Just be very distant.
Yes.
I
But then
grab
again, he
Willow's
could-
hands and
he
I
could
look
also
at
I'm
her.
just afraid because of the sense that what if it's not even him? What if it's somebody that's been following us as well? Because it's not like we're a subtle looking group looks down at all of our outfits, looks at each other.
Yeah.
Like, we look very different compared to the people around.
We look very unique, every single one of us.
So I feel like it makes no sense if he's going on a date to then suddenly do something like this right before the date. That would give him away, and that makes no sense out of the perspective that wouldn't he want to corner me and make me feel safe before kind of launching an attack such as that? At least that's the logical sense. You can tell me, Myrtle, because you've dealt with this kind of thing before.
No, yeah, that does make sense.
Or it
But
could just be a
it's-
cover up. We don't know who he is.
That's
We all
true.
know that he just likes you, but
That's
we don't know anything
why
about him.
I am willing to give him. I forgot how the saying goes. That is out of
Benefit
character.
of the
Benefit of
doubt.
the doubt?
The definite of the benefit of the
Benefit.
doubt.
Yeah. English!
That's why
English!
English is so bitch.
Yeah.
being bilingual is hard. But yes, like I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt because again, we don't know if it's him. It would be pretty obvious, like you said. But it's also not bad to just keep an eye, like try to have each other's back, especially now that just in general people are trying to come for us. So we don't know, even if it's someone else, it could come for us. So
Could we
let's
ask
just play
the
it safe.
yeah,
Could we ask the bartenders if there's been any kind of like creepy persons? Because this could be girl or guy or thing, or I don't know. But like, ask if there's any kind of like correlation, like show them a part of the text or something, and like, I don't know.
here's
Willis
the
trying to like.
thing. I don't think a scribbled paper full of I love yous in very like messy lettering will give away a character trait.
Oh, but we could say or report to them that the window was open.
Oh no,
That way
yeah.
they'd at least have an eye out in case anything did happen.
Yeah, we could show like, hey, this appeared, so just be on the lookout, and then tomorrow we'll be on the lookout for Willow and her date.
This sounds like a good plan. I'm for
Alright.
this plan.
Okay.
Alright. Do you go downstairs then?
Yes.
Alright. The first person working here that you encounter is actually the Goliath woman, the 7.5 meter tall waitress carrying a keg as she looks at you. You
I feel like at this point I gave the note to Willow because this is like her like stalker note.
all right.
Uh.
She looks at. Is there a problem?
So we found this in my room, and and like she tries to give off this like more a meek impression, so then that way they would be more concerned, kind of thing. Like, we found this, and like slides the paper over, and I'm just kind of a little concerned that there was somebody that intruded in our space. The window was open, and it wasn't before, and I'm just kind of, for our safety, and like looks at the group, and I don't want a bad press for your beautiful bar, but we're just kind of worried that there's somebody that just kind of went in our room without any permission. Correlation.
She
and-
takes the paper and looks it over. What kind of fucked up shit? Oh boy. Do you want
Oh,
another
boy's
room?
right, ma'am.
Do you want another room?
Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Actually, can we have one where there's no window?
No, there's always at least one window.
Mm.
And we get one on the highest floor?
The one you got was on the highest floor.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to just think of ways
looks-
to avoid
she-
this guy
I
from
can-
climbing.
I can get you a. I can trade your 2 rooms for 1 room for 4 beds if you want.
Oh my
That
god.
would be
fantastic.
best. Yeah.
That's fine, sweetheart. And she turns very gentle for a moment. She's very gruff before. She turns very gentle, gives you a pat, and then gives you a key to the other room. Just take your things to this room, and I'll take care of the rest. Don't worry about it. Just keep the same price.
Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate this. You
Of
Man.
have
course, of
no idea.
course.
And
And we what do we do? We just
Alright.
head out.
do we take the paper back and then just go to keep it as an investigative thing, or
I'd want to keep the paper just in case.
Yeah, you could also use it as proof of like, what the fuck is this?
yeah? Okay, good. You're right. We're keeping this paper. So I
Alright.
like gently take the paper back and like go up.
Alright. 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 So you go to the room. I'm gonna say, do you just do you want to keep watch or something?
Should we rock paper scissors for who keeps watch, or does somebody want to volunteer?
I can keep watch. I can keep watch.
Got you, got you.
Okay.
All
I
right.
have a out of character question. How does watch work in terms of D&D? Does it like
Basically, you need to sleep. A full long rest is about 8 hours. You need to sleep about 6 hours. What you usually do is not one person is gonna do the full watch. You take shifts. Usually, you take 3 to 4 shifts. So basically, who gets first watch, second watch, and third watch, and fourth watch, that kind of stuff.
all right?
It's usually how it goes. So who wishes to take the first watch, the second watch, and the third watch, possibly a fourth watch?
I can take first watch unless Willow wants to, because she has a date to get some rest, etc., etc.
Well, you said that you weren't gonna be able to sleep, so I can take second watch
Okay.
Okay.
I could
because
play
I don't need a
third.
lot of sleep. Oops, sorry.
Alright. And Honeycrisp takes the last one. All right. Would you all please roll perception rolls?
Oh boy. Not bad.
It's for the third watch. It's for the last one.
Oh,
Can I reroll? Oh wait, never mind.
but that's
Well-
where your roll went, Moon.
Okay.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Damn.
Your eyes are peeled. You are freaked out by this.
She
Alright.
said not again.
Not on my watch.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So she keeps she pays attention, and she is hyper attentive, hyper on Overwatch on everything. Also Nia, you just got another hero point.
Oh, you guys.
Now you
thank
got two. Nice. And yeah, so you take the long rest, and nothing actually happens during the night. It's a peaceful night. Everyone sleeps as best they can. And unfortunately, I just got news that fortunately Cello isn't feeling too well. So, Cello, if you want to go,
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine. I hope you feel better.
Thank you.
I
Sorry,
hope
lovely.
you feel better, Cello.
Thank
Feel
you,
better,
babes.
Yeah,
Enjoy the rest of the stream. Kick
We
ass.
love you.
We got
will
you.
kick ass in your
We
We'll
honor.
make you proud.
I'll make sure. I'll make
Thank
sure
you,
Honeycrisp kicks a lot of ass.
Yay!
It has a lot of
Thank
snacks.
you, Mass. Thank you, Lois, and thank you, chat. I will hopefully catch you again real soon.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And
Hope you feel
start
better.
feeling better and we're still playing, if you want to join us, feel free. Otherwise, you
sir.
have a wonderful evening. I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, lovely.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, poor thing.
Oh.
Oh.
Honeycrisp will be with us in spirit.
Oh yeah, I will control Honeycrisp. It's not that hard. Considering she's a barbarian, she's easy
What do you
to
mean
use in
she's
combat.
not a very complex character?
No. I mean, in combat, it's not that hard because she hits stuff very, very hard and rages. That's
Okay, but how? What if you use that one hero point you had for you on with Honeycrisp?
Anyway, we wake up the next morning. as you all realize that nothing happened during the night. Everything seems to be fine. No weird messages, no open windows. Nope, everything seems fine. You go down, you have your breakfast. Honeycrisp eats double what everyone else eats. Remember, you did get free breakfast, so with the room. So
Oh,
that's
bet.
hell yeah. And yeah, what do you wish to do then?
Well, one question.
Yeah.
Did you
Yes.
guys decide a place for your date?
I think I mentioned that I was gonna meet him at the place that I met him at like around noon,
At the ferry
right?
place, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
then
we'll
go from
just
there because he
be
knew the
at a
area.
we'll
Sorry.
just be at a distance.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I'll just say that you guys decided to go shopping and like that our mission was successful. I am not going into details with him about what the
Yeah.
mission is.
Yeah.
All right. So first and foremost, are you gonna go pick up the dress?
Oh yeah. No, first we gotta say yes to this dress and go put it on.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right. So
I will help you out to do some makeup and some hairstyling.
Oh yes, please.
oh hell yeah. All right. So it's still early in the morning, so you got time. Um, you go over to Otto's tailor shop. Um, you get there, you see Otto. He has this measuring tape around his neck. Looks over. Ah, there you are. I just finished up the readjustments. Should be good. You're a you're a perfect model, I might say. So, would you like to try out the dress?
Oh yes, I would very much like to try out the dress.
There's
Thank
a
you so much.
there's a changing room right over there, and he gives you the dress all neatly. Um, well, it's actually hanging with the jacket that he told you that he would fix up.
Yeah.
All right, so you go in the back, you start changing out the dress, and Clara and Myrtle. A few moments later, you see the door open, and Willow comes out. Willow, you didn't have a mirror in there, and you all see as Willow walks out with this slim fit red dress and jacket over her that goes to the middle of her back, covering up the top half of her torso. Um, this thing is perfectly measured, perfect snug, and her body is perfectly just on display in the most stunning fashion, even without any special makeup and whatnot. Um, you see her
Clara's
walking out.
face just like her jaw just drops.
Girl, I don't think you even need some makeup. Damn. If this
You
man
really
doesn't
that
bring you
good?
flowers,
Stunning.
oh my god. This man
She
better.
does a twirl because she's so happy with it.
Woo! Yes!
Any man would be lucky to have you by his side.
Or a woman.
Oh, woman.
Exactly.
Yeah, damn right. See what a good, well-made dress can do. You can turn.
Sir, I will recommend your services. This is
Hell yes.
good.
My dresses turn what is an obvious 9 into a 12. As he points towards Willow. And
Well,
gives a
that was
nod.
your mistake. She is absolutely a 10.
And now I'm a 13.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And he turns his this big mirror towards you, Willow. You definitely are. You definitely are.
Ah! And she just is like in awe because she's never seen herself like dressed up to that degree before, and she's like, "Ah, this is amazing!"
This is the most colorful you've seen yourself, Willow.
Yeah, no, it really is. Most
Yeah.
of the time, I wear dark colors.
Yep, yep. You come from a culture that is very gothic. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Also, everyone
We love
hydrate.
that.
Oh, you're right. Let me take a sip.
Thank you, work. But yes, he goes. The rest's all paid up. You don't owe me anything, but any readjustments or in case anyone of ya wants a new dress, you know where to come. Otto's got ya, and he gives you this big wink.
Oh, most definitely. I will definitely recommend your services. If anyone were to ask where this came from, I will send them your way, Anna.
Much obliged, much obliged. All right. So after getting the dress, you had breakfast, you had the dress. You do have some time before that. Do you wish to spend it in some specific way, or do you just wanna freshen up for the date and jump over to it?
What do
Um,
you guys want to do?
I kind of want to gather around and kind of go over the plan of like what exactly is
Yeah.
gonna happen.
and
Yeah, that's a
maybe
good idea.
Clara and I and Honeycrisp can like start at least like changing our hairstyles or changing something out of clothes or something to like not look as obvious that like, oh, we're the same people that were with
Honeycrisp,
you before.
Honeycrisp actually chimes in and goes, You know what, mamas?
I love it.
You know what, mamas?
It's like if
I think I'm
she's
gonna.
here.
Yeah, she's here. I have an idea.
What's up?
I'll stay outside the restaurant and keep watch on the outside while you two disguise and pretend to have your date inside, and I'll keep watch on the outside.
Bet.
This is
So
the first time
I'll
I've
bring you
ever heard
back a
Honeycrisp
snack.
say that they didn't want to be in a restaurant.
Well, if I'm gonna be keeping attention, I can't eat, so I might as well not be smelling the
the
food.
smell of the food, yeah, the smell of the food will
You know
distract
what?
her.
You're right.
That's what she got.
Yeah.
Okay,
Listen,
so what
I know how to do a cello, okay? Clearly.
100%.
100%. All right, so Myrtle and Clara, do you want to try your disguise kits? Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
sure.
So here's what's gonna do. Myrtle, since you're the one with proficiency with disguise kit, you're gonna
Uh-huh.
be rolling one for yourself and then one for Clara. Um, do
Uh,
Clara, do you have proficiency with disguise kit, or Willow, do you have proficiency with disguise kits?
I don't think so.
I don't. It would be on the
Let me
left.
didn't you
check.
No,
didn't
you
you
have
have,
Weaver's tools.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I have Weaver's
proficient
tools.
with thieves' tools. Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
Myrtle, you're the only one that can work this. So you
Okay.
are
Work
the
your
only
magic,
one that.
girl.
Okay, so what you're gonna roll, by the way, is with charisma. It's gonna prompt you. It's gonna ask you what to roll with. You're gonna roll with charisma. So let's go. Let's see. First for yourself, then
Wait.
for Clara.
Wait, sorry, it cut off. What do I have to roll?
So in the left side of your character sheet to the bottom,
Uh-huh.
you'll see character. You see disguise kit.
Mhm.
You click on that. It'll prompt you to pick either strength, dexterity,
Oh, okay,
charisma.
yeah.
You pick charisma.
Okay. Oh,
Mmm, yummy. Are you gonna hero
oh,
point that, or are you gonna keep it?
I'm a hero point that.
Okay, hero point that.
Decent.
All right, decent. And now for Clara.
Oh, please. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I think there's
It's
also
hard.
there's another
Listen,
hero
it's hard
point
to
floating if you
cover
want.
up.
That's up to you.
Wait, how many extra hero points do we have?
All right, so I know I have one.
Mhm.
I
So
have
I-
two.
Clara has two, indeed. And one from work, one from lightning. So that's two that are floating around. So Yeah, there's
You know
basically
what?
two that are floating around.
Sure, let's go with another one.
Okay,
Okay, there we go.
a 13. All right, so
It was a
describe.
little bit of a struggle.
All right,
Heidi trying to transform those horns.
okay, Myrtle. Describe what Myrtle and Clara look like now.
Oh, off the top of my head. Oh no. So,
You're the one doing it.
I can't. How extravagant can I go?
Well,
Or is this just
let's
like
say
decent?
let's say it's the disguise kit has mostly makeup. It's mostly just makeup. It might have some wigs and some basic wigs, and I'm gonna say some. You can change up your clothes.
Okay, so we changed our clothes. I just like wipe off my makeup and do like a different thing. Take off my piercings. Put on a wig. It's just like a black silk wig, like straight wig. Nothing to catch too much attention. With Clara, she was actually harder because I had to hide. She's actually now wearing like a full skirt, hiding her hooves
Mm-hmm.
and her tail. And with a lot of makeup, I changed what was left of her skin into a different color.
Okay.
Am I
Alright.
human?
No,
Am I
because you have
human color?
horns. I could not hide those horns. And you probably also have another wig, which I will let you decide what color and what wig you want to have, Clara. And some
Oh.
contact lenses.
Let's say you have a blonde wig and a red wig.
I have to pick between blonde or red?
Yeah.
What color of the makeup for the skin options do we have?
Oh, whatever options you'd have in a makeup kit.
Okay, so let's not go with red because I'm already red, so that could maybe connect. So let's go with blonde, and let's go with pink. Why not?
Okay.
With
Yeah.
some matching pink eyes, and there you go. You look like a basic
Barbie.
tiefling.
Basic tiefling. It's not
Yeah.
basic bitch, it's basic tiefling. All right.
Yeah, because those horns are I could not. The wig would have to be double, and we're
Girl,
not.
I can't
mixing
work
that.
miracles, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I did a lot for two people. Okay.
All right. So you disguise the girls. Well, both yourself and Clara. And Willow, you're witnessing all of this while Honeycrisp is in the corner eating quite a fair bit of meat.
She is
And-
sharpening that one bone she had left.
Oh yeah, it's her toothpick now. And yeah, eventually the date time arrives. And do you make your way to the ferry?
I
Yeah.
want to cast
The armor.
the armor, yeah, the magic armor, but I
Mage
want to
armor?
twin spell it. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
So I want to put it on me and Willow.
Oh, that is wonderful. Okay, so Clara, first of all, you
Oh,
to twin spell. This is a first level spell. If I remember correctly, you use one sorcery point equal to the spell level. So this is a first level spell. So basically, you use one sorcery point. You have 3, yeah, and both of you suddenly have this illusory armor that starts to appear around you, like this force field around both you and Willow. Willow, this is the first time you're getting this spell on you. It starts to form around you, around your dress, and then after shimmering in the air, it kind of becomes invisible.
Ooh.
And at the
I
same
just
time,
imagine that
Strange.
whenever she's in the sun, there's like some light.
She just
bounces
shines.
up. Yeah, exactly. She just shines and sparkles. You're just like, damn, you just made her even more beautiful.
Wait, is
Hell
this
yeah.
I'm just wonderful, beautiful.
Edward Cullen, is that you?
Oh
She is
no.
sparkling
yeah.
in the sun. Oh my god.
But
This
there
man
is
is
one
gonna
thing.
die once he
There
sees
is
you.
there is one thing that happens though. Don't forget, this is the first level spell, Clara. Roll a
Oh,
d20.
Oh god.
damn it. What's this? Okay.
Okay, it's not a one. It only triggers on ones. All right.
It
It's
All
way
right.
too close.
was
Yeah.
close.
Yep.
Once
Yep.
you had turned into a fucking potted plant for the rest of the game, I'd cry.
I was gonna be
You
like,
could be
girl,
on
do
the
not mess up
table."
the work I did.
Hey Louise,
Please.
Here's your date. A potted plant. Mm-hmm.
Like,
All right.
I just wiggle with the wind.
Yeah. So here's the thing. For the next 8 hours, both of you are protected by this
Oh.
mage armor.
Mhm.
I thought the day was gonna be 8 hours, and I'm like, what the fuck?
No. It's
Oh my god.
the spell protects them for 8 hours. So it's basically the spell basically works is 13 plus
Again.
your dexterity in AC. But so you are now more protected, even though you're both wearing just normal clothes, just dresses. You're protected as if you had some armor around you, some lightless, invisible armor, which is pretty good. So you head over to the ferry, and I'm gonna assume that uh, the three friends are staying at a distance.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the three friends, please roll
Enough.
me a stealth to see
Oh,
Oh,
no, I
God.
forgot. I
how
suck at these.
inconspicuous you all are.
Wait, I lost. Okay, here it is. Oh.
Oh, Scrubs.
Mm.
Oh,
We do
Moon,
have.
Moon.
We do have.
You don't have to roll because this is to
Oh.
see if Reese
Oh,
sees
no.
them.
Oh,
Cribs.
I thought we were like, oh.
No.
You're just sneaking over to your date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
no.
You should use the hero point,
Yeah.
girly.
But
You could
we
use
wouldn't
it.
have it.
Last
Okay.
hero point
have
if you want to
to.
use it.
Woo!
Yeah. See, this is
Oh,
why.
goddamn.
I am hidden.
Okay. So it's not so much that you're hidden; it's more like you're blending in with the crowd. So
I'm not as extravagant looking.
no. So as you arrive, you are keeping watch on Willow from a distance. Willow, you arrive there, and as you get there, you actually see right in front of the. Let me just change music real quick. Something else.
Oh, wait, you had something ready for this?
Yeah. As you arrive, Reese stands in front of the ferry, and admittedly, he seems to have cleaned up nicely for the date. You see his hair is up in a ponytail, revealing his long elven ears, with the right one having a golden dragon shaped earring that runs the length of the full ear. You notice a little bit of makeup, making his skin seem a little lighter than before. And finally, he wears a dark red vest over a white shirt and matching pants. He has this sash around his waist instead of a belt that has several small silver pins all across it. He is waiting there, looking around for you, with
You
a
didn't bring her flowers? What
bouquet
the
of
fuck?
roses in his hands. If you
Oh,
let
never
me
mind, I'm blind.
finish,
I'm blind.
with a bouquet of roses, of red roses in his hands. You
Dang,
approach
we
him.
match too. This is
Yeah?
wild.
He
I'm
approaches.
gonna need to see some visual.
Artists, get on that. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, now I know. Now
no,
I know.
no.
You know, I've spoiled Nia too much. I gave her
Yep, yep.
visuals in my campaign.
Sorry, I'm not an artist. I can't give you a visual of what Ruiz looks like. But as you start to approach your date, Willow, he looks at you His eyes grow wide, as if they are almost popping out of his skull, and you hear him say, "Oh shit, you look hot."
Willow starts laughing because she wasn't expecting.
Oh.
She's
Oh.
just like laughing. She's like, "Dang, you didn't make it subtle, did you?"
He keeps looking at you, Willow, like staring at you, and you see his face go red, even through. You can see a little bit through the makeup, and he walks forward, and goes, "I got you these. They were pretty expensive, but I think you deserve it." And he gives you a big wink. He gives
Why,
you the
thank
bouquet.
you. She's trying to like play it cool and like calm, but like inside she's like screaming because she's like, "Man, why do we match? Man, why are the flowers red like my dress? Why did that note show up? Ooh, this isn't gonna be a regular day."
He gives you a smile and tries to fix up his vest and goes, "So right, I got us a table at this place called the Crystal Clear. It's pretty hard to get a table there. It's this fancy tavern not far from here. But you know, I got some connections," and he gives you another wink. And I pulled some strings and managed to get a table there. And they have some really good vegan options. I don't know if you like eat meat or not, so I figured it was good. Um,
I do like food in general, so vegan was a good, smart choice. You
cool.
don't have to wink so much, though.
Oh, am I wing? I'm
You
totally.
keep winking. I'm worried about your
No,
eye again.
I just have something in my eye. It's fine. I just a little bit of just a little dirt in my eye. It's fine. Sorry. He just like pretends to rub his eye. Yeah, totally. God, you look so fucking hot. Sorry. Just damn.
Willow's like, she's like imagine, remember in Naruto Sakura?
Huh. Oh
Like-
yeah, the inner Sakura.
Yeah, the inner Sakura. So she's like just smiling and she's like trying to play it cool, and like inside she's like, "What the fuck is happening? Why
Yep.
does he keep winking? This is so cringy. Stop doing that. You seemed fine at first, and now it's even worse. Stop."
And he shall we go? And he walks over to you, and it's not far from here. And he tries to put his arm around your waist to walk together with you.
And Willow moves a little bit off and she's like, "A little faster." But
And
yes,
he-
lead the way.
So you move away, and he like snaps his fingers. Right. Yeah. Totally. Right. And he this way, and he starts leading the way. So I want to point out, Clara, Myrtle, you saw everything from a distance.
Wait, we cut back to Clara and Moran and Murder just like, this guy's. Oh god!
Clara's like physically cringing. She's like, oh god,
I
is
hate
this how
this
they
guy.
normally act?
I was gonna ask, is this how men are?
I mean,
I
I
don't
met a nice gentleman back in my day, but I've never seen something like this.
I never dated a man, and I don't want to after seeing that.
That
Willow's
was
like,
absolutely
glancing-
horrid.
Oh shit, they're coming our way. Hi, how you doing? Let's have a conversation, you know, Clara. I mean,
So
pretend we have a conversation.
as Willow and Ruiz pass by the group, even those that rolled low, he is so focused on her
Okay, great.
that you know from a fact you could be juggling balls of fire and you would not be paying any attention to any of you, as
I
he
do a
keeps
little-
glancing over at her.
I do a little sign if Willow notices us. I just like point my finger up in my mouth, like.
I go and I give you a wink.
Oh my god! All right.
And then I mouth, I'm so sorry.
And like I'm just like smiling, but like you can tell inside.
No,
I'm
it's a
dying.
nervous smile. It's clear.
Yeah.
Ladies, would you give me a moment because I just cut myself with my knife? I need
No!
I need to fix this
Excuse me?
because I play with my knife usually, but now
Why with your knife and not your dice?
I
Why didn't you
need a
get
moment.
regular?
I'll be right back.
Go!
Break time, I suppose, but go, yeah.
And I'm back.
Friends
I'm
who play
back.
with
Okay,
knives
and it
and-
Are
wasn't.
you okay?
It
Did you put a
wasn't-
bad...
It wasn't a big cut. Okay, it was just a little bit
Get
of
that
a.
knife out of there. Get that knife out of there.
Put
The
it
knife-
away.
The knife is on the
Put it
shelf.
away.
Okay, the knife is on the
Good.
shelf.
Is there
Is
anything
it out of
else
your
sharp?
reach?
Yes.
Are you
Do you have
sure
anything
about
else
that?
sharp that you can still play around with?
The knife, because it's right next to me on the shelf.
Okay,
Well,
Mass.
Put that
are you
knife
Yeah.
away.
talking to me?
Stand up and put it even further away.
About to buy you
Go
a
put the knife in the
goddamn
kitchen.
non-shake.
Right now.
Listen, listen, listen,
Go
listen,
put
listen,
the
listen.
knife
No,
in
go
the
put
kitchen.
the knife.
Fuck it.
Mass.
It's
in
not.
the
It's not a
kitchen.
kitchen knife. It's just a pocket knife.
I don't care what kind of knife it is.
That is extremely
I am
sharp.
telling you to put it away
Okay. All right. Fuck
and
it.
far from you.
Okay. There. I threw it across the room. It's on the floor now.
Prove it.
I'm not gonna prove
We
it.
need picture. If
we want
no
photos.
pics didn't happen.
Okay. Trust me. It's on the floor now. I could literally put it on the floor, take a picture, and then pick it up again if you want me.
Are you gonna do that to us?
No.
Don't
it's on
do
the
it to
floor.
my heart.
Trust me. I'm not picking up the knife. I am fine, right? Okay.
You know that meme with the child that's like, "What is that in your hand?" A knife.
All four of us just tackling Mass.
Listen, it's fine. It wasn't a big cut. It was just a little bit of a cut on my
It
thumb.
wasn't a big cut, bruh. It was still a cut. Why are you playing with knives?
Okay, fuck it. I just do it because to keep my hands busy. Whatever. Okay, now I have a
Get
dice in
another
my.
different thing.
Toys.
I have
Go
a dice
get
in my
I'm
your
hand.
literally
fidget
playing with
toy,
just
my
a
love.
bottle.
Anyway.
A bottle cap right now.
Anyway. Can we continue
Yes.
with the
Yeah.
cringe day? Yeah. Okay.
Suppose.
Oh, so you said it yourself. It is the cringe day. You are cringing.
Anyway.
Ah.
So, you arrive at the Crystal Clear. This tavern. It's actually a lot smaller than the tavern. It's almost like a quote unquote restaurant. and it has this big sign that has basically a champagne glass on it that is with has this little star on the side to show that it's crystal clear. Um, and as you go inside, the waitress, an elven woman, she looks at Ruiz and he says something, and you notice something, Willow, because you have high passive perception. As he goes to talk to her, and he whispers something to her, and you see him pass what seems to be two gold coins into her hand, and she gives him a nod. Right this way, you two. And she leads you to the corner of the tavern, and all right. So we have the chef's special, which is a stew. We also have some other options, including fish and the vegan option, if you so wish. We have and starts listing several vegan options and several not fish, sorry, bird fowl options. Um, and before you say anything, Reese, Willow, Reese just turns. Well, I'll have some of the chef's special. I think my lovely date, he like says date really loudly. Lovely date here might want that, right, Willow? I advise it. It's super good.
Can I like perception, please?
What do you?
I want to. I want
What
to
do you sound
perceive
like that?
like if like there's something wrong with this chef special. Like if he like did something, if like he paid somebody or like I don't know. I want to perceive.
There is no way to perceive that unless
No, I
you
don't
can
trust this
you
man.
can see his intentions. Like you can roll an insight to see if he like
Yes,
he has some shady idea.
that's what I want to do. Yeah.
Okay, that's an insight.
Okay, then yes, I want to. Okay,
All
insight.
right.
Here we go.
All right. I mean, it seems fine. Like he's just ordering for you. Like he's ordering for you. He's not stopping you from stopping him from ordering
Can
something
I?
else. He's just trying to
Yeah.
assert himself.
I'm gonna put my hand up and say I'd rather have the fish, please.
Oh, you want the fish option? Of course.
Yes, please.
And he goes, yeah, totally. The fish super good. I'll have the fish too. Um, it's super good. I'll have the fish. 2 fishes. Yeah, yeah. He turns around. I love fish. I love fish. I grew up eating fish, and I love fish. You like
Willow
fish?
just sips. Is there water on the table already, or is there not water yet?
Yeah, there's already water on the table.
Okay,
and
she sips her water just while he's going on.
All right. He goes, and bring us a bottle of red wine. She goes, we have the Rubiux, and he goes, um, anything a little less. And he turns for a
I
second.
don't deserve something good after a mission well done.
Totally.
Oh
Of
my
course,
God.
we'll have that. We'll have that. We'll have that.
Clara and I are just on the window, like, oh shit.
All right. In the meantime, Clara and Myrtle, are you going inside the restaurant?
No, they're not gonna let us in. We don't have a reservation. This place is too fancy.
It's up to you.
Can we just be sneaky?
You want
I
to be
suck at
sneaky
sneaky.
inside, or you want to just stay outside?
Like just kind of peer.
Yeah,
Be
just, like-
stalkers. We want to be stalkers right now.
All right. So roll a stealth, both of you.
No, can we
No.
like see them through like a front window?
If you want to stay on the other side of the street, sure. If you want to get close and try to listen in, you're gonna have to stealth.
Shit, okay, stealth.
All right, roll a stealth, both of you.
Oh no.
All right. One of you is clearly stealthier than the other one.
Why am I so bad at stealth? I
All
have
right.
+3.
And now both of you are going to roll perception to see how well you hear the conversation going on inside.
Oh, I hear a lot. I hear
So
everything.
I don't
one of
hear
you is
anything.
stealth but doesn't hear shit. The other one is not
I'm being
super
noisy right
stealthy.
now.
Yeah. So Myrtle, while Clara is having difficulty keeping up with the conversation, Myrtle, you just heard everything that just happened. The ordering, the wine, pretty much everything that was said. You caught.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
What happened? I didn't really get to hear anything.
No, it's better. It's better like that.
That does not give
Yeah.
me any hope.
I forgot to
No, this
put
man
you on
is
the map.
like legitimately. He got no personality. Drier than a fucking desert. Just so, like. First of all, he tried to order fur for her.
Are you? You're kidding me.
Yeah, and then when she stepped up and changed her order, he changed his.
Oh no! This is.
But
Oh.
Willow being an absolute queen, she asked for the expensive wine. So go up. We love that.
That's
Make
our
it-
girl.
get-
That's our girl.
Be that gold digger girl. Yeah.
Let get every damn gold out
Get
of this man.
Leave this man poor as fuck.
Go off, queen.
I love that these two are watching a reality TV show and just enjoying it while Moon is living the reality TV show.
I'm literally laughing when I'm
Yeah.
not talking.
Yep.
I want to draw this so bad.
All right. So as
Oh my God.
the waitress does go away and Reese starts trying to make small talk with you. And you quickly start to notice that not only is he not the most educated person, his life revolves around two things: his work and his hobby.
Might I ask, I fear to ask, what per tale is his hobby?
Indeed. Apparently, Reese has a pretty, you get the notion, a pretty unhealthy fixation on dragons. And he starts going on about his collection of accessories that are dragon shaped and that is memorabilia about dragons, and this egg, this fossilized dragon egg that he totally got for a super cheap price that he was so lucky to get. That is an amazing find, and he just goes on and on about all the dragon accessories that he has. He during the day he's either talking about that or about the weird fucking people that he sees going to the ferry, and most of it is just him judging people by their looks.
Ah, yes. And Willow clearly fell in love that moment because she too apparently loved. No! She is bored out of her mind. She cannot believe this is what she's stuck dealing with. She is just sitting there sipping her drinks and like just nodding her head. And she tries to interject, but when she tries, he just goes on about something else before she even can say a word because he's just so into his dragons. Goddamn.
Uh-huh. I will say this though. First of all, two things. The food is actually pretty good. As you get the food, it's pretty tasty, pretty well seasoned, and the wine is amazing. Like it's one of the best wines you've ever tasted. You get the notion this is probably gonna bankrupt Ruiz, but it's great wine.
Yes.
I'm enjoying myself with the wine, so
Oh,
I'm
hell yeah.
indulging because I have to listen to these dragons. And
But
I have a
there's another
question.
thing.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, how's the alcohol
Oh,
level?
it's pretty strong.
Oh
It's
god.
good quality and it's pretty strong. You drink a whole glass and you starting to feel a little bit. Uh, if you take enough of these, you it doesn't matter what he says, you won't even listen. But before that, as you're sitting and well trying to make quote unquote small talk with Ruiz, you can't help but notice something.
Please tell me this is fight. I prefer a fight than this.
No. You can't help but
No!
notice an elven woman sitting at the counter over here. You, because you just naturally have high senses, you caught that it is a tall elven woman, long white hair with a scar under one of her eyes. Her clothing does suggest that she's more of the mercenary slash adventurer type. She has this tight leather armor that is fit to her body, and she seems to be nursing a glass of wine in her gloved right hand. Most of all, what caught the attention was that your eyes met at one point, and she smiled. And as Reese is trying to make, talking about his dragon accessories, uh, you start to notice that she is giving you plenty of glances and smiles. Do you reciprocate?
I give a nod to her to let her know that I'm reciprocating, but try not to be obvious about it because
All
this
right.
man is.
She gives you this small but kind of mischievous smile as you see her put her hand next to her neck and just pull it as if pulling like hanging herself and then pointing to the to Reese's back.
And she starts laughing, and it probably seems like
Oh,
she's just
Reese.
laughing too.
Yeah, Reese immediately. Oh, yeah, totally. That guy was so fat. Like he seriously, I mean it when I
She
say he could.
snaps back. Oh no.
Yeah, he thinks he's being hilarious now. All right. So the you keep exchanging these flirty looks and whatnot, and then at some point, Reese scratches his chin, and this is as he finishes the meal and goes, "Ah, right. Excuse me. I need to take a piss. I'll be right back. Okay."
Yeah, sure. That sounds fine.
And he gets up and starts heading towards the back of.
The moment that he turns around, she like puts her hands to her temple, and she's like rubbing.
All
She's
right.
like, oh god,
But as you're
why?
doing that, the woman approaches the table, seeing that Ruiz left, and you see her getting closer. You notice as she is now only a few feet away that she actually has different colored eyes. One eye is milky white, the other one is a light ember. And she leans in, like grabs the back of the chair and leans in on. Hi there. I'm Fia, the one who's been taking your attention away from your date. And she gives you her hand for a playful handshake.
And she, Willow, happily like shakes her hand back because she's tipsy at this point because she's had now probably 2 glasses having to listen
Mm-hmm.
to this. So she's her guard's more down. So she's like happily shakes the other woman's hand and just like, yeah, and honestly, it's much needed.
And she sits down. I sure hope I'm not overstepping my bounds when I say that you're far too much woman for a guy like. She looks over her shoulder. That. So that begs the question: what dirt does he have on you to land a date, or are you just taking pity on the boy?
He did a favor for me, and I said if my mission went over correctly, I would come on a date with him. And I'm a woman of my word, and so here I am.
I see that. She looks back. Well, it is my opinion. You've given him a date. I think you're even now. And she leans forward, putting as she reaches out and puts her hand over over your forearm and just gently strokes it and goes, I'll be brief, since your boy toy will be here soon. I like you. I'm staying at a inn nearby, but I'll be leaving town tonight. However, I'm about to head back to my room for now. How about you join me? Let me whisk you away from this hellish encounter. She starts stroking the back of your hand.
Willow's like tempted, but like her code of honor to just like leave in the middle of the date is like no.
Trust me,
She's like,
rejecting him now or rejecting him later, it's gonna be the same thing. At least if you come with me, you can have a little fun.
while the offer is tempting, I did promise a full date with him, and he did come through on a big thing on his end. I don't want to seem ungrateful, though I might slip by after I get done this whole thing.
Uh-huh. You see her pull back her hand. She goes, well, I guess I'll be pretty busy by the time you end up your date. It's a pity. Guess it's both our losses. She starts getting up.
I like glance over to the window where Myrtle is.
Myrtle,
I,
you heard everything.
Here's the thing, and Nia and I have been like chatting in character on like messages, and
Of
we're
course.
in a mixture of shrimping over this woman and panicking because we also realized something. So we're like, oh shit! But then like, hey ma'am. So we're a mess.
We're kind of a mess.
So
Yeah.
but Willow looks through the window, and you've been snooping. So what's your reaction when you see Willow look back as the woman is starting to leave?
Oh no, me as
Oh,
as
we're
Myrtle.
planning to go after.
Yeah, like
Okay,
go
I
go
grab
with
her
her,
hand
go
and
with her,
I'm
go
like-
with her.
I'm gonna. I
You
grab
grab
her
her hand?
hand and I'm like, yeah, I grab her hand. I'm like, but I mean, he did not do big enough of a favor for me to just leave now after all the pain he's put me through.
Right. I'd bet so. And as you're grabbing her hand, she switches her grip, and she's like grabbing onto basically onto your fingers, as she like pulls you up from the chair, like pulling you up as you stand up, and she leans in, gives you a kiss on the cheek, and then turns around while still holding your hand. Come on then, let's have ourselves a good rest of the afternoon. She
Sounds
starts-
good to me. And like, clearly she's tipsy.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Well, you're not drunk. You're just
no,
tipsy.
just tipsy.
Yeah.
Just like guard down. And she's like, I want to get the fuck out.
Yep. And she starts leading you out. and she starts leading you through the streets. What about you two? Do you stay
Oh
and
my
and
goodness.
watch Ruiz, or do you follow?
Oh no, fuck Whis. Um, Loki, I also want to see like the reaction of him to
Yeah,
laugh
I
at him,
kind of
but
want
at
to
the
like.
same time, I don't give a shit about him. And this
Here's
woman
the
is
thing.
fine as hell.
You know, we could split up because.
That is not a good idea after last
Okay,
night.
but I want to see his reaction in case, because of everything that happened earlier this day. Like, is he gonna go batshit crazy
That is
and
true,
do something
though.
and chase them?
Um,
Like, I can just linger
Wait,
back
did I
for a
hear?
couple seconds.
Did I hear like where they were going?
She said she had a room nearby.
Fuck. Uh. Wait, let me check my spells.
Well, Honeycrisp is still there, so one of you would be alone while the other one would stay. Well, one of you would be
If-
alone while the other one could be with Honeycrisp. That's what I mean.
I'll
Like
leave
somebody
it up
could be
to-
following.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
one could be following and one could stay back with Honeycrisp.
I'll let Scripps decide.
Why do you put me to the side? Okay. I'll fall. You have message, right? Or
Yeah.
Okay, so just send me a message when you see that things are clear, and I'll tell you where we are.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So I follow them, but like at a distance, of
Okay.
course.
Roll a stealth.
Oh no. Mm.
I mean, you're following at a distance, but you're still trying to look like you're not following.
Oh! Oh!
Fantastic.
So you do blend in with the crowd as you're following and making it look like you're not following. Very nice. So you start following as she is actually silently. She's not making conversation. She's just holding onto your hand and squeezing your hand.
Okay, but
Willow.
what are like? Can I get an insight on this person, like the body, language and the looks and
Sure, you
stuff
can roll an
from what I
insight.
can see?
You can roll an insight.
Nothing. She's
God,
too pretty.
She's
God,
so
she's
pretty.
so hot.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I
Yep.
wish I were Willow right now.
Right
I wish
now,
I were in between them. To be honest, they're both hot.
there
Damn
we
it!
go.
A
There we
hot
go.
sandwich.
A hot sandwich.
Oh, they're
Meanwhile,
so pretty. Oh,
Clara,
God.
you stayed behind. It takes a
Yes.
few minutes until you see Ruiz return. As he returns, you see him like adjust his pants still, and fixing up the sash with the silver pins. As he walks in, you see him. You don't hear anything because you have difficulty hearing inside, but you see him silently just looks at the table, looks around, kind of confused. Then you see him look towards, go around to her side, and like look under the table. And then you see him talk to the waitress. She says something, and then he like gets super confused, and then she puts her hand on his shoulder, shakes her head, and you see Reese just slump down on his chair and give a big sigh. It just sits
Pitiful,
there
pitiful man.
with the wine bottle in his hand, and then he starts to cry.
And I
Oh
take
no,
my
I
leave.
feel bad.
I take my leave.
Nah, don't be. He's that bad. He's just like, you know what? No. Get your shit together and become better, and maybe I will feel bad for you.
And as you leave, you
Yeah.
do hear the last sad wheeze come out of him. Do you message?
Wheeze.
Do you message? Do you message Myrtle?
Myrtle? Yeah, I do.
What do you message her? It has to be a short sentence, but you can.
Isn't it like 25 words?
No,
Oh, is that sending?
that's sending. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Oh, you can repeat
Okay.
it, but like the first message is just basically you can repeat the spell, but the first message is basically just a short sentence.
Okay, so she just puts pitiful, pathetic man on my way, but OMW.
Okay.
Okay, so it's now canon in this world that message isn't actually a whisper, it's just a text message that appears in front of the person.
Yes.
From now on,
Okay.
message in this world is not a whisper, it's just a text message that an illusory text message that only the person that receives it sees right in front of them.
Out of
my
character. This is not what
God.
Myrtle says. This is not what Myrtle says. Out of like this is out of character. Like, oh my god, LOL, he suck.
All right, Myrtle.
Okay,
you
but
can,
that's not what she said.
you can reply,
did they get
yeah.
to the place?
They seem to be getting to an inn close by. Yeah, they are.
What is the
entering.
name of the inn?
The name of the inn is the Winged Horse.
And what were the directions we went through? Like two
Super
lefts,
simple.
one right.
Yeah, super
Huh?
simple. You can give her the directions super simple.
Yeah, like two lefts, one right, straight, and the
Sure.
name of the place.
Sure, you can do that. And you do see Myrtle as they go in. And do you wait outside or do you go in as well?
I wait next to a window so I can still like see them while I wait for Clara
Okay.
and Honeycrisp.
All right. Clara and Honeycrisp eventually arrive as you no longer see them as they went upstairs. They went upstairs.
God,
to
they
the
were so
room,
pretty. They're just
and
sorry.
you
They're so
arrive.
pretty.
Clara, you arrive as you see Myrtle
I
just
tell
so
Clara
fucking
that.
pretty. Oh my god.
I tell her that, like, oh my god. I wish I were in between them. Jesus.
Claire
Or
just
whatever
looks at
god
her, is
there is.
like, all right, honey, maybe we should get you some water for all that thirst.
Maybe. I may be a genasi, but goddamn, it's so hot in here.
Willow.
Oh, did you hear anything about what they were gonna say? Or do?
They didn't really talk. Well, she didn't really talk anything. And she was too pretty to read.
Stand. Like, Claire, like, pats her. She's like, I understand.
Listen, yeah.
Willow,
Yeah.
you go up with Fia as she had introduced herself. The only thing she asked during the time you were walking was what your name was. Did you give her your which name did you give her? Willow, Wisp?
I said Wisp.
Wisp, okay. You go up to the room, and the moment you get to the room, she closes the door by pinning you against it, and you start making out. And we're gonna cut to black there, because that's as far as we go.
Ah!
As
Oh my
Willow,
God.
you have a amazing afternoon
Whoa!
with
You're
Fia.
kidding me. We're not gonna get details. Oh my god.
If you want details, you can ask after stream. Can ask
I'm
Willow.
definitely asking.
Can ask Willow after stream. Cause
Oh my god.
she and Fia, the ones outside, Miss Myrtle and Miss Clara noticed that God, they are staying there for a long time. The whole afternoon, in fact.
Oh my god.
So I do want to ask, since they are not coming out anytime soon, what does Clara and Myrtle and Honeycrisp do? Are you just gonna
I mean,
stand
knowing
there?
Honeycrisp,
Uh-huh.
seeing that the sight of so much food, she probably went in on already ordering some food for herself.
This is an inn. It's not. It doesn't have food.
It's
it
not
just has
an
the
okay,
rooms.
so
But
in that case,
Yeah,
I
go
think
to
Chris is
another place.
definitely asking to go out to eat
yeah,
somewhere.
exactly.
yeah,
So I say let's go to what is the closest place for food here, like even like something that is like next door or something.
Oh yeah, there's a crystal clear the restaurant where Wheeze is, and
No.
yeah, you can find another tavern to eat something. It's no problem.
It's just I still want to keep close, but at the same time, I feel that she's fine. That or we just set Willow up with her stalker. But then again, being that fine, I feel conflicted now.
Oh, it's fine if the stalker's hot. Got it. Got it. Okay. Got
Listen,
it.
you can't introduce me to a very pretty lady and be like, oh, she's evil because you're like, oh, if bad, why hot?
All right. So this is a message to everyone in chat. If you're a hot lady, you can be a stalker. It's fine.
No,
Apparently.
like this is in character
Uh-huh.
and fictionally. IRL, fuck that.
Purchase the light novel of the date. Massive effect. Yes. All right. So you go out to eat, and I assume you just hang around.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is
Clara.
Clara able to just get something like that's portable, like a snack or something, and just hang out to see in case
have a little
anything could
picnic
possibly
outside?
happen? Yeah, we're just
Sure.
hanging around the
No,
area.
we just
We're
ordered
hanging
to
around.
go, and we just go like in front of the place and just have a little picnic.
That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. You can just hang around on the other side of the street, just eating something while Honeycrisp just loads up on her carbs and her protein, and
Refueling, you know.
yeah, and you wait and wait and wait, and that's where we're gonna take a short 10-minute break, because we reached the 2-hour mark. So just to have a little.
It feels longer than that.
Yeah, well, stuff happened. So
Yeah.
let's take just a little 10-minute break, and we'll be back in a moment. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We're back. Also, hi Johnny and Nazca. Thank you so much for the 16 months. Jesus Christ. I love you very much. You're wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And yeah. Anyway, let us continue. So, one of the Amara queens just got laid, which is a high
By
point
another
of the
queen.
campaign.
Hey.
By another queen, apparently. Uh-huh. So, as you all have a picnic outside of the inn, waiting for your friend to come out and see the results of her date, you all see as actually no, I'm gonna push back a little bit. Willow, you had a wonderful time. You had an amazing time. Let's just say Fia knows what she's doing and she knows a woman's body so very well.
I had a much better time than with Reese.
Oh,
Woo!
definitely. And then, at the end, she gives you a kiss and says, well, now that was a pleasure. I hope you had fun. I certainly did.
Oh, I had a lovely time. It was a pleasure knowing you.
Maybe we can continue this whenever I'm in town. Little Wisp.
Dang, and Willis starts blushing.
You see her take your hand and pulls it up to her lips and kisses each of your fingers. And then she goes, I'll be thinking of you. And then she turns around.
Is with you.
And then she turns around. She's been completely naked the whole time. You got dressed because you're leaving.
Oh,
but
okay.
She's been naked the whole time. And she just turns around and gives you a wave as she goes back to her stuff. You leave the room, fixing up your clothes, your dress. And as you come down, you see Myrtle, Clara, and Honeycrisp basically having a picnic on the other side of the street.
Oh, hey guys! And like her face is like all red and flustered.
How like well dressed are you? Or did you just dress like quickly?
Well, tell them, Willow. How well dressed? How disheveled do you look? How perfectly? What's your current state?
Oh no, she's like out of it. The jacket's like off her shoulder. Like clearly, like she put on the dress and like she wasn't thinking about it, and like her hair's a mess.
It was a great time. Apparently,
well,
it was a
would
great
you
time.
look at who had at that time of her life? And I take a sip of whatever my drink is. Like,
That isn't Miss Willow. Why?
mm.
Won't you enlighten us on what occurred?
You don't have to go into details, but just saying. What a
Girl
catch.
doesn't kiss and tell. Like she
Girl, you better drop them details in private then, because we want to know everything.
Oh, you got it. No worries. She's just like super like blushing and stuff.
Mm-hmm. All
I
right.
help her like fix her up a little bit because I'm like, you do look a little bit of a mess, so I'm gonna just help you out.
That
Honey
wine
Crisp
was
approves.
also real good, I will say.
Oh yeah, fucking get all the cash out of that man.
And she like grabs Smyrtle by the shoulders and she's like, you wouldn't stop talking about dragons.
Oh no,
was
I heard everything. I'm so sorry.
I liked Dragon Tales, you know? Like that was a good book.
Yeah, like,
But then he just went on.
Dragons are
And then he
alright.
went on. I never read
Yeah.
Aragon. I don't know what that is. What
Well, yeah,
is
you're-
that? I don't know. He just went
Like,
on, girl.
I wasn't even part of that, and I heard shit, and I'm like, I feel this is like torture for everybody. I'm so sorry. Like, Clara didn't hear it, and I look at Clara like, you are so blessed to not have heard anything this man was saying.
You don't want to know the things I've heard, Clara.
Like, I
From-
explained to her like some bits, but like it's so bad.
Oh goodness. Well, from what I heard, it was already pretty bad. I can't imagine having to experience it.
Yeah,
But I mean, you ended up now very well known, if I do say so myself.
It did lead in a very good direction, though, by the end, I will say. And she's like fanning herself.
Though, I do want to just put this out there, as just like to come to our attention, is that this could have also, the way this person just came up to you, could have also been the stalker. But at the same time, she treated you, like, from what you experienced, how did she treat you?
Well, she treated me very well. Very well.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, I mean, she had me in a very vulnerable position. So if she wanted
Several
to do something,
times.
she could have.
Several times. Mm-hmm.
So she could have clearly done something. So maybe perchance I got lucky.
I mean, then again, by the side of of the note, it's not that the stalker wants to hurt you, but maybe he wants to hurt anyone who comes in between you and the stalker.
That makes sense. But wouldn't they then have like done something to Ruiz?
No, yeah, that's also
Ruiz?
the thing. So let's just hope that
Did
none of
something
these
happen to
people.
him?
Oh no, he was just lame and sad and being a fucking loser. Don't worry
Oh,
about
okay,
it.
never mind. I'm not concerned anymore.
Yeah.
If I may
From-
interject, what exactly did you say this woman's name was?
Fia. Right? I'm getting that right, right?
Yes. F-I-I-A.
Oh, that's a pretty name.
That is a pretty name.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the initials on the note, so I have no worries.
Yeah,
there.
that's true. Also, another concern that happened that you might have noticed that at one point when you asked us to decide if you went with this lady or not, we were kind of freaking out, or at least I was kind of freaking out. If you could see me, the reason is because we kind of connected the dots of the note in another way, because there is the W for Willow. But there was also an M that could have been for Myrtle.
Oh, maybe they mixed up the rooms.
We
Yeah.
were suspecting that it could have been the one person who suggested the tavern in the first place.
Since they were so
Adamant
excited
about us
to see
going
me.
there.
They didn't
I
know
just-
which rooms we were gonna be sharing, so I mean,
So I gotta keep an eye out on myself now. that's nice.
That's not
we'll
stressful
keep
at all.
an eye out on for
Yeah.
each other. And I pat
Yeah,
you
we
on
got
the
we got each
shoulder.
other's back. You know, you and I.
Hell yeah, you're the queen.
We're a team.
But then again, that one guy's name also started with an R. Right, Matt?
Yes, it was Randy.
Okay, so point is, it could be either you or me because of our initials.
Either way, we have to keep an eye out for any shady characters.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest when we
I
get back into our room, we see if anything's been tampered with.
Yeah.
We
All right.
never know.
That's a good idea, because if it's that stalker guy, wouldn't he try to like get something of yours while you're out of the space?
Or something of yours as well.
Mm. And like waggles the finger, going like,
We should go check out. We should go check our stuff now.
Yeah.
All right. It is starting to the sun's starting to set.
I know
And,
we cannot
you were
go
here
out at
for
night.
a long time, but it's starting to set. It's still light outside, and as you reach the main avenue that leads to, well, in the direction of your the church and your inn, you actually see a great number of people have gathered in front of the palace. There's a huge gathering there of some sort.
Oh. Now, what's going on over here?
Do you wish to investigate?
Briefly. I'm not trying to stay out past night.
Yeah, me either.
All right. So you start getting closer, and you see that the people have gathered near the castle in front of the main gate. They seem to have gathered in the main avenue, and they have cleared the center of the avenue that leads all the way down to the docks. This is the same place, if you remember, Clara and Wisp. This is the same place where you went to
So
see
the champions.
the
Oh
yeah, General
this is the place you
Midnari.
were trying.
Yeah.
You
Climb the
tried to go
pole,
up
yeah.
a pole.
You do see the pole that was that
Oh,
that
no.
Clara
Oh,
did
that's
try to
oh memories.
Oh,
Look at
no.
that.
Yep. And as you get closer, you do see that the people seem very excited. And you see several people, some nervous, some super excited, and a lot of them are holding up the sun symbols of the Church of Light. So you don't know what's going on. It seems like they're waiting for something.
Can Clara just start asking around, like, hey, what's going on? Like, what's all this about?
You turn to, let's say, the first person you see a dwarven woman with this ginger beard and this long hair in a braid. And she goes, "Oh, well, aren't you pretty? Good day, miss. What's wrong?"
Good day. Do you happen to know what's happening around here?
I don't know. Ah, well, the Lumina Maxima is coming to the city herself. We hear she's here to congratulate General Midnari for killing one of the demon generals.
What?
Lumina Maxima, dear. Do you not know of the church? You can, since you're from where you are, I'm gonna say you can roll religion, and if any of you two, Myrtle and Willow, if you have religion, you can, as a proficiency, you can roll as well.
Check.
Oh,
I
I
don't,
don't think anyone
like-
needs to.
No, I don't have
Oh,
it.
you know what? I'm just
I-
standing next to her, just like
The only
It's not
the
a
only reason,
proficiency. Can I roll it though?
if you don't have proficiency, you can't. If you have proficiency, you can. That's in this case, it's like that.
it
Got
needs
you.
to be
Then I
like have the
cannot.
check on it,
Yeah,
right?
it needs to have the check on it.
Okay, then now.
Okay,
Nope.
I don't know what this woman's talking about. Who
Clara,
are these people?
Clara, you would know because your parents are religious. So in this case, you would have heard about this. So I that's why I let you roll. And the moment you hear
Okay.
Lumina Maxima, as far as you know, Lumina Maxima is the highest seat of the Church of Light. She's basically the equivalent of the Pope in this world. She is one of the most influential people in the whole world. And she's apparently, from what you heard, coming here personally to congratulate General Midnari for her deeds against the demonic army.
Oh goodness. When is she stated to arrive?
Oh, any minute now, lass. Any minute now. That's why we're all waiting and clutching our symbols. She's looking up to the sky while holding up the sun symbol of the Church of Light.
And where can I get one of these symbols?
Or you don't? Well, I believe any church will be able to provide you with one for a wee bit of coin. Some people make their own. It's what we use to pray, lass. Actually, I do have a question. Your parents were a little bit religious. Is Clara religious or not?
Clara is kind of like, okay, let's say there's a middle, right? She's like past the middle into believing.
Okay.
You know.
Would she
So is
carry
that super?
would she carry around a symbol of the church then? Like
Yeah,
would she
kinda
carry
like a
around a
cross.
cross basically?
Yeah, she would. She would.
Oh, then you have
She
one.
would.
I'm gonna
Okay,
say
okay,
it's
okay.
reasonable because it's such a widespread church, and since your parents were religious, and country folk, it stands to reason that you have like a little copper one that you have. It's basically it's essentially just the sun with a it's sorry, one two an 8-pointed sun. So
You know, you could say that it's just like the pendant she has on her necklace.
or that, yeah, sure.
Let's go with that. All right.
All right. So you do have one.
So Clara's kind of getting giddy and excited now,
Alright.
because oh my God, she knows who this is, and she's like, my parents, like, she's geeky out a little.
Oh, I just want to point
And-
out Willow and Myrtle don't know.
I was just about to say, she
Oh,
turns
okay.
to Willow and Myrtle and explains, like, this is the highest person in, like, the religious standing. Like, this is basically a celebrity.
Wow.
And Willow nods and is like,
Okay.
all right, I get you.
You just see Clara, like, super excited. She's like, and she's coming to visit personally. I don't think I've ever seen her. Like, I've never seen her before. And oh my goodness, this is huge. Oh my goodness.
Can I see like at what point the sun is? Like the sunset?
The sunset literally just started, so I would say.
Okay, so yeah, we can stay here to like a little bit, but once it starts getting like very dark, we should leave.
All right. all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Also, work. Have a good night, and thank you for the other hero point that the party now has.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, another hero
You
point
work.
for the whole party.
Thank you, work. Have a good dinner.
Enjoy your dinner.
Hell yeah! All
Have
right.
a good one.
So are you waiting for the Lumina Maxima to come?
Yes.
Sure.
All right. So you're all
Clara
waiting.
is hyped.
You're all waiting. You're all just. You feel the anticipation from many. You remember before when the general arrived, there was lots of celebration even before the general went past. There was people already excited and cheering. Here there's excitement, but there's also a lot of people just almost like they're expectantly waiting for just a sermon to start, and they're just happily. Yeah.
I just whispered to Willow, like, I don't know if you also feel like this, but I feel very out of place right now.
Yeah, I feel a little like.
Like we're just butting into something very personal to a lot of these people, and we don't know anything.
But we shouldn't leave her alone, or else.
No, of course not. It's just like this is a little awkward. That's all.
I agree.
Honeycrisp turns to you, Myrtle. I can't see anything.
Oh, come here, and I pick her up and put her on my shoulders.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Mama.
Can Clara see? Or
Yes. You can get into a position where you can see more or less.
I mean, if you want to carry Clara,
I was thinking about doing that.
I
so
mean,
she could
I'm
see
not
better.
opposing to it.
I will.
A
do
good
it for
old
Clara.
bridals lift, you know.
I mean,
Yeah,
Willow.
Just for Clara.
Willow did a lot of working out this afternoon. I don't know if she has the energy for it, but sure, you can try.
I can try. I
That-
can do it.
that's the last
Sure.
stretch of the day, you know.
Now you can definitely put Clara on your shoulders, and as you do
Yay.
that, as you finish adjusting and put Clara on your shoulders, and you hear a guy behind you like, "Hey, I can't see."
You guys probably are like one of the tallest
Yeah.
because Willow is already very tall and Clara isn't that small, so y'all
Yeah.
big.
Yeah. And at this moment,
Here,
And I turn. Can I like turn like a little bit and look and be like, she would say that it wouldn't be so kind of you to be so rude. and like I'm saying it in a
Oh
way.
He just looks down. Oh man, and he starts like shuffling to try to get to another point. And
Now
of
you
course,
enjoy yourself, honey. You enjoy.
You think about what your actions, you know?
God.
Giving Clara like, yeah, no, she gets to enjoy herself. She deserves.
But
Mm-hmm.
at this point, as you're doing that, you start hearing fireworks in the sky,
Oh wow.
and
Wait,
then
what time of day is it?
it's still sundown.
Okay.
I have a question. Would you be able to like tell us when it's getting dark, or do we just have to keep
Oh,
checking
don't
every once
worry.
in a while?
I'll tell you when it starts getting dark. Because
Okay, it's
Oh,
just
I
that
know
thank
you want to.
you.
No, listen.
fireworks
I want.
immediately
Here's the
connected to
thing.
dark, and I'm like, oh no.
I know you want to get home before dark. If you start heading home now, you'll just catch a little bit of dark before you get there. So it's fine for now. Um, but you start hearing the fireworks exploding in the sky. Everyone gasps, and you see several people start pointing upwards. Your gazes follow the stretched fingers and see something flying through the sky. Two pure white winged horses fly through the sky while pulling what appears to be a floating carriage. Magical symbols float below the carriage and hum with energy. Flanking the carriages is a squadron of winged beasts, half eagle and half lion. Griffins clad in golden armor, carrying knights dressed in silver and gold. The people cheer as as they fly past your heads, and the carriage softly lands in front of the palace gates. Many people clutch their symbols and begin to pray. The griffins circle around in the air before landing in a defensive position around the carriage. There is a moment of silence as everyone stops and stares at the knight dismounting the griffin and opens the carriage door. Even more people start praying. You see a woman slowly descending from the carriage, dressed in a long and flowing silver dress, breathtakingly stunning woman, nearly 8 feet tall with sharp features. Her pale white skin and silver hair make the black lipstick and eyeliner pop out immediately. She stands with the grace and poise of a woman of her stature, thanking the knight first and then looking over the crowd. The gates open, and a group of nobles clear the path for her passage. She looks back to the crowd, seeing people praying, and raises a hand, giving a royal wave that sends even more into a clamor. You see her turn and talk to what appears to be a noble that you do not know, and you hear a lot of people around you talking about her beauty, about how fierce she looks. There's a lot of different opinions. None of them you feel negative as you cast your gaze upon the Lumina Maxima. But in that moment, Willow, as you're carrying the not too heavy Clara on your shoulders, your your keen senses pick up something. You see an odd figure amidst the crowd, cloaked from head to toe, swiftly moving between the people as if they are dancing, avoiding making contact with anyone, and just making progress towards the front. And a moment later, you see a dagger in her hand, partly hidden by the cloak, but not enough, but just enough for you to see. It is a gnarly looking curved blade with jagged spikes coming out of the side. And you know from the way they are moving that this individual is quickly heading towards the location of where the Lumina Maxima is, using the
Not on my
crowd
watch.
to hide her approach. Alright, so how do you react to this?
Oh no. I'm immediately
You have
going
Clara on
for
your shoulders, keep that in
No,
mind.
no, no, no. I put
Throw
Clara
her at
down.
throw at me.
Oh no, I'm not gonna carry her, the poor girl. Oh
Clara,
yes.
Clara, you're at this moment. Clara is highly focused on the Lumina Maxima because you didn't notice anything.
Yeah. Can I like
Okay.
just like before I start moving, before I move, I'm gonna pick up Clara and I'm just gonna put her down and not like alert her so that she can just be in her
Okay.
because
just-
this is her thing. I don't
Okay.
want to. It's not my thing, but I'm gonna like look at Myrtle and I'm gonna be like,
Oh. Oh yeah. Does Honeycrisp like any sort of this thing?
yeah. Can we know what?
Honeycrisp seems to be eating an apple at this point.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
I'm gonna
we're
put
gonna-
Honeycrisp down and say like you and Clara stay together. Wisp and I will go and see what's going on with this person.
Okay. Clara, question.
What's
As
up?
Clara, how focused would you be on the Lumina Maxima that would you notice your friends leaving your side, or would you just be so focused on seeing the this angelic figure?
Where is she? She's at the front, right? Like she's still in view of everyone.
She is still in view with everyone. She seems to be talking with a nobleman before entering the palace.
Okay, so then I want to say that she kind of saw that they left, but she didn't really pay too much attention because, she was raised
mean-
religious. And even though she's not heavily religious, this is a very sacred figure. So she's
Mhm.
like tuned into her.
All right. Cool. So you don't notice. The only thing you notice is Honeycrisp grabbing your hand as she is standing next to you, looking at butts because she is not tall enough to see anything else. But she is next to you.
Am I able to carry her?
Sure, you can
I
carry
will-
her.
I won't think
I
so.
carry her and I put it on my shoulders. I hope she's holding onto my horns.
Oh, she is
for
definitely.
stability.
She is
Okay,
definitely
love
holding onto your
that.
horns, and you feel her impressive bust on the back of your head, as she is just enjoying holding onto your horns. It's different. It's different than Myrtle. Myrtle doesn't have horns to hold on to.
But I do.
But you do. All right. Meanwhile, Myrtle and Willow, what are you attempting to do?
You know, we were just talking today that some people don't make a scene in front of everyone, and then this shit is about to happen.
Well, we can't let it happen, or else.
No,
it's gonna
of course
be-
not. Here's the thing: I don't care about making a scene, but at the same time, this is a lot of religious people, so I don't want to interrupt too much, unless it's like. I mean, we do have a good reason for it.
Listen, you don't have time for a conversation because
No, I
this
feel
figure
like
is
we're
moving
saying this as
quick.
we're like pushing through people. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
Alright.
no.
Question.
We're not standing
Or-
still while we're
no,
talking.
we're in go mode.
Okay, question. Are you pushing through or are you trying to skirt around people? I just want to know how are you trying to get
I
closer?
feel
Are you brute
Skirt
forcing
around.
or skirt around?
no. I feel like we duck down a little bit to like hide amongst the crowd, because we are like pretty well. I'm in my disguise, so maybe not. But yeah, we just like going through people without causing too much attention.
Okay,
So
so
skirting.
both of you roll acrobatics. This is basically to see how
Ooh.
well you can move around without disturbing too many
I'm
people
Oh
and making
no!
progress.
what? I was about to say. Wait, what?
No, you still haven't rolled. You still haven't rolled.
God.
Oh, mm,
Hmm.
there is a hero point floating around.
I
Uh,
do have a +6. Maybe I should take it.
well, that's up to you.
You take it. You take it.
You pick.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh!
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
am
1v5.
dragging you. Like, I
Actually,
see you slip, and I'm like, come on, let's go.
no, you do see that Willow lags behind. Willow does lag behind, so you manage to. It makes sense. You are an acrobat. You are able to almost dance around everyone the same way the other person is.
At one point, I'm actually dancing with someone, like, yeah, it's fun, happy, twirl them around, going like,
Religion.
okay, let's go. Yeah, and gods and
Yay.
stuff, you know?
Yeah, of course.
My
Willow,
God.
yeah, Willow, you're lagging behind a little bit, but Myrtle, you get close to this individual real quick. They are not at the front yet. How do you react? What do you do? What do you do in this moment?
Uh, can I get behind them?
Yes. With that roll, you can get behind them. Yes.
Can I try and grapple them?
You definitely can. It's not the song I wanted.
Well, so
Intense
mystical.
fight, twinkle, twinkle, little
Twinkle, little
Yeah. Maybe this one. All right. So what you're gonna do
And
is you're gonna
can
roll
I
an
try?
athletics.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna roll. Ooh. All right. That was a really low roll for me,
Okay.
but I have a hero
Can-
point. So
No, no!
yes,
I hate you.
I'm gonna re-roll this because that was a
I
4.
am no longer friends with the Thunders. I am.
Mm.
that is much better. That is much better.
Damn it.
So, Myrtle, as you attempt to grapple this individual, they slip. They notice you right at the last moment. You try to grab their arm. They slip their arm from your grasp, and you don't see their face because they're hiding it with the hood. But they begin to speed up.
I follow them.
All right. Willow, I'm gonna give you another acrobatics roll to see because you see this happening. I assume you try to speed up, and
Yeah.
you do
Yes.
speed up.
I am going.
You actually jump. You use what seems to be a dwarf as a stepping stool to jump over.
Sorry.
Yep. And you flip. Willow, what are you trying to do?
So I can.
You can do something.
I wanna try to catch up and
Oh,
get.
you're catching up. You're catching up.
Let me see. Can I? Give me 1 second.
Meanwhile,
Can I
Clara's
just
just.
say?
Can I? Is
Oh.
Dread Ambusher applicable or no? Can I ambush them with that or no?
Dread Ambusher. I'm gonna say because of Dread Ambusher that gives you the boost of speed. I'm gonna say in this moment you catch up to them because of Dread Ambusher.
Nice, nice. Then I want to try to grab them
Okay.
without causing too much of a fuss
All right.
in the crowd.
Roll in athletics as well.
One.
Nia, you were gonna say something?
No, I was just saying Willow's design's beautiful.
I roll pretty high as well,
Oh no.
but not as high as a 19.
Yes.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ!
So
The DM
this-
having hero point is scary.
Yeah, I know. Willow, you grab their arm and you pull them real close. They turn around
No.
as if to stab you.
No.
Can I try to disarm them? Or no?
Can I
Calm
try?
down.
Can I try to disarm them?
It's their turn. They turn around, trying to stab you. And as they do, the blade stops before it reaches you. And you both look into each other's eyes as you see Fia.
I fucking
No!
knew it. I fucking knew it.
Fia stops for a moment,
Oh.
confused, surprised. And I just got another hero point. Thank you, Johnny.
No! You fuckers!
Thank you, Johnny. Fia
Fuck, bro.
looks into your eyes, Willow, and goes, well, fuck, that's unfortunate. And she tries to stab you.
Can I stop her?
Nope, she is trying to stab.
All right, here
It's
we
going to
go.
be versus your. You do have the magical armor, so what's your
Yeah, I
your
was about to
dexterity?
chime in.
Oh.
My dexterity is like the big number or the small number on the
The
side.
small number. The small number.
3,
3.
and then 5 on the save. Oh yeah, that's just 3.
That's the save.
No,
So
3.
it's a 3. So your current AC is 13 plus 3, so it's 16.
Yeah.
She is going to try to stab you.
Oh boy.
Come on.
That is a natural 20.
My
The
God.
most hurtful
no.
betrayal.
Ouch. All right. Let me see how much damage you take.
I knew this woman was too good to be
Oh
true.
no, this damage is more than what the hit points can do.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. All right. So, first of all, God damn it. Yeah, first of all, Willow, roll a constitution saving throw.
Oh, don't tell me it's a fucking poison dagger or some.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right. 15? Okay. You take 5 points of piercing damage from the knife, stabbing you in the side through the dress, breaking through the magical armor. Oh, sorry. You don't take just 5 points of. Okay, so take 5 points plus sneak attack.
Oh, she's a rogue.
Well, makes sense with her sneaking through.
Yeah.
Plus 10 points of damage, sneak attack damage. Plus I'm gonna roll the poison damage that you take.
I fucking knew there was poison in that shit. Can I not do anything?
I'm thinking that the way it happened is she got close.
Yeah, it's so
it all
quick.
happened so quick. Like you did not
Yeah.
get a
Yeah.
chance at all.
This just kind of happened, and
Willow.
it's like, oh no.
Yeah, this is basically right at the moment Willow grabs her, she turns around, hesitates for a moment, but then just stabs her. Willow, you take 24 points of poison damage, but you just barely made the Constitution saving throw, so you only take half of that. You take 12 points of poison damage.
Oh my god.
Are you still up?
1.
You're at 1.
Holy fucking!
Oh my god.
Oh
I'm
my
at 1.
God!
So Willow, suddenly you feel this gnarled blade stab into your side, going deep into your body, and you feel this pain spreads throughout your torso as you look down at the blade. And Fia, she puts her hand on your shoulder and goes, "I'm sorry, little wisp." She pulls the blade out, and you see blood splattering, actually hitting like 2 people that didn't even notice. As she pulls the blade out, Myrtle, you saw the blood splattering as Willow reels in pain. Because Willow, you just took almost your full HP in damage. You are
Oh
woozy
no.
from that. Myrtle, what do you do?
I use command. I
Okay.
use command and tell her to
One
stop.
word. Okay, stop. What's the save DC?
Let me check.
If you click on command, it'll show up in chat. Supposedly.
Wait, I have to cast it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. Oh, it doesn't show up the save DC. Don't. No worries. Your save DC is 12. Okay. She has to
Oh,
be
that
a
is
12.
low.
She has to be the 12. Why is the music not playing?
It's too dramatic to play.
It's
I
oh,
feel
don't
like
worry. The tension.
The
The
silence
tension is
adds to it.
yeah.
Sure.
It's like so tense that even in a crowd full of like noise and stuff and
I rolled
That's
a
how
fireworks
it
and stuff,
feels
five.
to
it's so
me.
tense. Everything went quiet.
Wait,
I
she
want to
rolled a
say
what?
I rolled a 5, but I have a hero
Oh,
point.
drinking water.
Yeah, I
You
was just about
fucker.
to say he celebrated too
fucker.
early.
I have a hero point because of Johnny. Thank you, Johnny. I rolled a 1.
Johnny, that's just me.
Up.
I rolled a 1. Fuck. All right, so she's gonna have to spend her turn following the command. Okay, so you cast that, and you see her start to freeze up. Willow, what do you do? You just got stabbed, and you feel the poison running through you, but you resisted the poison, but it's still burning inside you.
I'm gonna grab the dagger out of her hand since she can't. And I'm just gonna. Well,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
probably really fucked up. I
Oh,
don't know
you
how
are.
much I can do when I'm this fucked up.
You can barely stand. I'm gonna say, you would have gotten disadvantage on this, but I'm gonna say because the command hasn't taken effect yet. So roll an athletics with disadvantage against her.
Oh no. Oh.
Damn. Okay. She
Yes,
fails,
I
Advantage.
and you managed to pull the dagger right out from her fingers. So
I
Stubborn.
might be
Her
little,
heart.
but I
her
can do more than
heartbreak.
you know.
she
Her-
turns to you.
Jokes on her. Her heartbreak made her stronger.
She turns to you. Wisp, this is a mistake.
What you did is a mistake. And like she's like almost vomiting from the poison.
Yeah. By the way, Myrtle, you look at Wisp's wound. Her veins are turning black.
Oh no.
Is this necrotic?
As,
Do I have anything? Oh wait, no. No, you go.
as she is her turn, and because of the command, she turns to leave, and her body freezes. What? Myrtle, it's your turn, because she,
Can I tackle her?
of course, roll in athletics.
Fuck.
All right.
Do we still have a hero point or no?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. You try to tackle her, but as you do
Damn
that, she actually grabs, because she can't move. At the end of her turn, she regains her movement. So because command is only for 1 moment. Celebrated too soon or not. Nice, thank you, Lightning. Thank you for the clip. As you try to tackle her, she actually grabs you and trips you, and you nearly fall
Oh,
on your face. As
Oh, you
as
bitch.
she turns around, looks at the dagger in your hands, looks as the people begin to notice that there's something going on. And Willow, because of your senses, you also catch something. You notice that holy shit, that is a raid.
Oh.
Oh!
Give me a moment.
Fuck her name!
Holy
Raiders!
welcome, Raiders!
Raid.
Oh hell yeah! Thank you,
We are
thank you.
experiencing some very heartbreak.
Some betrayals.
Yeah.
You came right in the middle of the betrayal, and
In
I
the
don't know why that they're
spicy
doing
times.
this. Well, maybe they're doing this for good reason. My
Maybe.
Please give us
Maybe.
0 points.
holy shit! Thank you thank you so much for the raid. Check them out.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, oh my god,
Infinite
that seed of
Monkey
humanity
Tales.
speech, they're going to remember that for generations
Let
to
me
come.
go
back. Amazing.
Guards are right there, right now, saying, fuck this battle, I'm going to write it right now. And they've buggered off down to
Let
the
me
base where they're there
followed.
scratching away, actually fighting for independent rights. So
Hell yeah!
Oh,
Hell yeah! Now
I gave
that
you the good
is
follow.
awesome.
Same.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right. Continuing on with the exceedingly tense scene. So the assassin is trying to notice that the crowd is starting to see that something is going on. And Willow, because of your keen senses, you also notice that one of the guards, one of the Griffin riders, actually sees that something is going on, and they are beginning to walk in that direction. Thea, the assassin, as you now know, she looks back at you, looks at the dagger, and you see for a moment she's trying to figure out if it's worth fighting you to get her dagger back. But instead, she looks away. She disengages and begins to run into the crowd, trying to blend in with the crowd. She moves away, and she's going to try to hide amidst the crowd. And you just see her vanish into the crowd. Willow, what do? You're still holding her dagger. You're actually holding on to the blade itself. It's like cutting into your palm. That's where you pulled it out of her hands. But what do? You're still stabbed. You're at 1 HP. You still feel the poison pulsing in your veins. You're resisting it, but it's hurting. What do?
I wanna try to go after Fia.
Okay.
Like really bad.
Roll a perception to see if you see her. You have to beat her stealth.
Oh, am I at disadvantage still?
Not disadvantage, but it's the 17 because it's the first roll.
Alright.
All right, Willow, you look, you search for her. Fia is really good. She has seemingly vanished amidst this large crowd of people of various sizes. You can't see her anymore.
Shit. And I turn so that the blade isn't cutting my hand anymore, I'll be at this point now.
All right, you're just
But,
holding
I'm
onto the blade.
And now that I've lost sight, I kind of collapse on my knees because the poison's really starting to get to me. Because at this point, I'm feeling like if I can't see her, I'm not gonna run blindly.
Willow, would you mind rolling a Constitution saving throw again?
Oh.
Oh no.
A 10. The poison pulsing within you. You resisted it at first. But again, it is still spreading through your veins. This kind of poison is vicious and strong. The kind of poison that is incredibly rare to get and only used for very select individuals. And you took it instead of this select individual. You take 16 points of damage.
I'm at negative.
As Myrtle, you notice as Willow crumbles to her knees, looks up, and you see her veins around her neck black as she just starts to foam at her mouth and collapses right there in front of you.
I pick her up in my knees and just scream please someone help, please.
All right. The
There's
crowd
gotta
is
be somebody
cheering.
in the crowd.
The crowd is cheering. The crowd is loud. The crowd is worshiping the Lumina Maxima. Myrtle, your cries are being drowned out.
Can after seeing that, can I try to do a medical check?
Roll a medicine. This is definitely poison. The strongest poison. You've seen poison before. The place you worked at was no stranger to some shady stuff, and you also kept some venomous pets of sorts. This is something that is going to keep hurting her. It's going to keep eating away at her.
Do I
And
see the guard that was coming towards this way?
give me a moment. As you are studying the poison, your cries were drowned out. However, the crowd begins to part as you see, and Clara, you see the crowd parting for some reason in the distance. And then you see Willow on the ground and Myrtle kneeling next to her,
Like I imagine I have her in like her chest and my
cradling
arms and
her.
her.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
basically cradling her. Clara, you see as the crowd begins to part, you see this from the distance. Annie Crisp actually points it out because she sees it before you, since she's on your shoulders. You start moving towards them. How do you react to this?
Give me a second.
All right.
Are you
All right.
crying? Like for real?
It's like, no.
Clara feels her entire soul leaving her body. She immediately starts running towards them and tells Honeycrisp to hold on.
Oh,
She got the
does.
horns to hold on to.
She is absolutely booking it and just starts screaming for help.
All right. As you reach them, you see that the crowd finally stops parting. And at the end of the crowd, you see the Lumina Maxima standing, watching. The guard says something to her, almost trying to stop her, but she walks past him, almost as if it doesn't exist. And you see this woman, all 8 feet of her, walk closer. And as she does, you feel this glowing presence around her, as if light itself is dancing around her. You see this woman in this beautiful silver dress, probably more expensive than well, any of you is able to make your whole life. And she lowers herself to one knee. She looks at you, Myrtle, and Clara, and Honeycrisp, obviously. What happened here? She says, and as she speaks, you
We
actually notice it's almost like 3 voices are speaking, but 3 gentle voices in unison speak with her.
we were just enjoying your presence when we saw like a cloaked figure heading towards you, and we saw that they had a dagger. So we just wanted to go and see and stop them because they were coming towards you. And my friend here grappled them, and the person stabbed them, and now they've been poisoned.
You see her looking to the side towards the dagger. And then she looks towards you, Myrtle and Clara. And you see her black painted lips form into a smile. And she actually plucks her earring, and you notice from amidst her silver hair, she has these diamonds for earrings. She actually takes out one of her earrings and blows on it, on the diamond. When she does that, it turns to dust and starts moving across Willow's body. Immediately you see the black veins retract and begin to vanish. And then she leans down, Willow, kisses the back of your hand as she whispers a word. You recover your full HP as you suddenly wake up when she heals you. Willow, you wake up and you see this woman kneeling next to you and your friends on the other side.
I immediately hug Willow so hard.
Same.
And Crisp does the same.
Clara immediately turns to the Luminous Maximus and just starts thanking her, like profusely, like, "Oh my god, thank you, oh great one." You know, like she's just doing the whole like thank you spiel thing while like holding Willow and like crying her eyes out.
She shakes her head for a moment and grabs the knife and looks at it. No, I suppose I should be the one thanking you. She looks
What
towards
happened?
you. You'll be all right. Although your dress. She points towards the hole where the knife hit you. Hopefully that will
We
be
can
able
make it work.
to be repaired.
We know a guy. We know a
We
great
know a-
guy.
We know a guy.
The person who made this dress is really good at what he does.
The Lumina
Gives the
Maxima.
recommendation to the Luminous Maxima.
The Lumina Maxima.
Of course.
The Lumina
Listen,
Maxima
we're
stands
promoting
up.
our man.
Right, Lumina Maxima stands up. And she points towards the four of you, and goes, turns towards her guard. Bring them. And she turns around and starts walking towards the palace.
Huh?
The guard looks at you. Come on then, stand up. You should be fine. You heard Illumina Maxima.
Yeah.
I help Willow get up. Like, are you
Willow's
sure you're
feet.
okay? Just checking in.
She just looks like hollow. Like,
Yeah, you may be. I give her another hug. I'm sorry
Aw.
this happened to you.
Aww.
Clara's clinging onto her side.
So I
Willow's
imagine.
like, she starts crying and she's like, what's this?
I just
I-
like push her head onto my shoulder, like let it out. It's okay.
I imagine like just a cuddle puddle of Amara queens just being pulled along and following
They're just pushing us while we're having a moment.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, it's very nice, but come on. Hey,
And
keep walking.
Willow nods and like walks along with them in tow.
All right.
Like, and
I
holding on
grab
to
her
them.
hand for like to give her some comfort. Like, I got you. We're here for you.
All right. So, as you follow them into the palace, you pass through the gates, and you actually start hearing some nobles. What is this? Who are these people? And the Lumina Maxima just waves them away. You go into the inside of the palace. Right at the entrance, she stops and turns to you, Willow, and goes, I trust that you are fine now?
Willow nods and's like, yeah, it's just the shock of it all.
Of course. She reaches up and cups your cheek and brushes your cheek. She is way taller than you, by the way, Willow.
Oh, yeah, no, I figured when you said
Yeah,
8 foot, I was like, well,
yeah.
hello, mama, you're
She
tall.
she is indeed. And she smiles. My assistant, and she looks to the side, and you see a woman in robes, much like the Lumen from before. She gives a nod. My assistant will take whatever information you can provide about this assassin, and you will be rewarded appropriately. Unfortunately, I cannot stay with you any longer. But be safe out there. She starts turning away, with her head held high as she walks out of this room. The assistant, the woman in robes, she looks at you. There's a chair over there. Sit down and compose yourselves before I start asking questions. Robert, you see the guard that was pushing you along. Make sure none of the nobles disturb us. This is church business now. He gives a nod and stands guard back to you, not letting any of the palace guards even approach. You are given a moment to relax before you start answering questions, which I assume you would want to do.
Yeah.
To be honest, as like hard as it might be, I do feel like the one that would have most answers would be you, Willow.
Yeah. It's just the shock of it all.
Take your time.
Of who it was. Myrtle, remember the person that you saw me go off with?
Mm-hmm.
It was them. Their name is Fia.
Oh,
That's all I really know, other than they travel and I
How her
give a
body looks.
description. Yeah, okay.
I mean, that could be useful still. Like, what was she wearing and how she looked?
Any defining
can't-
features like scars,
yeah.
marks?
She can't be cloaked forever. She
Tattoos.
has to take off her cloak, and that'll give her away.
Markings.
Yeah, I don't know if they're. Well, Mass would have to be the one to tell. Mass, was Willow able to note any specific?
You spent a whole afternoon doing
Well, I know
naked
that. I
wrestling
know.
with this
but you
woman.
would-
You know
Devil's Tango.
that yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I get to make up the scars.
No, actually, so two things that it's starting to, because at the time you noticed, but didn't really it wasn't really important to point out. You noticed a couple of things. She had several tattoos on her body. She had a large tattoo on her upper back that covered from shoulder to shoulder, basically her shoulder blades, of a three-headed dog. That is
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
the most striking thing. You also notice several scars, like cut scars, burn scars on her arms, legs, back, torso. She had plenty of those, but it's not. It wasn't. It
Okay.
wasn't like overwhelming. It. You at the time you got the sense that it was someone that is a mercenary, one that goes into battle, and this happens. You two, you have scars from your adventures. You now have a big scar as well, where you got stabbed by her, because that shit is gonna leave a scar. Even with the
Oh, I'm sure.
luminous healing, oh no, that's gonna leave a big scar. Um, but you notice the three-headed dog tattoo on her back. You also notice on her forearm she had a scar that seemed to be a heart with two daggers stabbing into it in a cross pattern. Those were the two tattoos that she had that stood out to you.
Yeah, I relay that information, and I explained that, like, because of the scarring, that she must be some kind of assassin or mercenary, but most likely hired because they kind of just bailed at the last minute. So either they were hired by somebody or they made the plan, but it would make no sense for that. But yeah, no, they're definitely involved. They would have the most information, though, of what the hell the whole point of that was. Like, clearly, like, Willow's pissed off and annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Go on a bad date, have a great time with a lady. Lady stabs you. Now I'm here in an interrogation. What a wonderful day.
You're going through all the stages of grief right now.
Oh yeah. All right. So I assume you give all this information to the assistant as she.
Yeah.
Do you tell her about the afternoon of naked wrestling?
No, I don't have to go into that. I just
Okay.
explained that I've seen the tattoo on the back. Once I recognized who the person was, I recognized that would be the most striking. I don't have. I'm not gonna go into all that.
All right.
All that detail.
So that happens, and the assistant nods. You spent a while here, and she takes something from behind her and goes, "The Lumina Maxima said that you deserve to be rewarded, and as such, I have decided that this should hopefully be enough for uh, recompense." And she gives you what seems a small bag, a coin pouch. It's currently tied up, and she just hands it over and goes, "Thank you for your assistance, and may the light light your way." And she
Thank
turns around and
you,
leaves.
and likewise. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
the guard also leaves, and the palace guards go, Miss, this way, please." And you are quickly escorted out of the palace, where you get a few side looks from the nobles that were still around. But you are escorted out of the palace. Do you look inside the pouch?
Once we're outside of the palace, yeah. I don't want to do it while till we're fully out. Yeah.
Okay. Inside, you find that it has 30 coins, 30 platinum coins.
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Well, I'm splitting it evenly amongst my friends.
No, listen. Do I notice you like mumbling this? Like, how secretive are you saying of this?
No, I'm just like, I'm still like kind of in Like Willow's like doing math equations of why would Fia do this to me? Why would she be going
Oh
after
yeah.
him? What would she be gaining? Like, so I'm just like, yeah, the
Um,
platinum, that's good. I'm just gonna.
listen, just close that bag again. Put it away. We can deal with that later. Let's just get back to the the tavern. Okay?
Yeah, that sounds good. Like, because Willow's like lawful neutral, so this is all like, what the fuck is going on? Why would they do this?
I will say this though, because you went inside, because of all that happened, because you went inside, the sun has finished setting.
Oh, fantastic.
It is
So how
currently
many
night.
of y'all can run fast?
Well, I'm full health now, so I can go like the wind bullseye.
There's
Yeah.
no closer place to stay for the night.
Maybe it's better that we don't go to the same place because of the fact of their guy. We did just
Yeah.
get this.
Actually, yeah. Is there a
I'd
inn
say that
nearby?
the closest place is actually where Fear was.
It's awkward.
Well, obviously they wouldn't be going to the same place.
I'm
That
just
is
saying.
true.
I'm just saying that's the closest place. It was where
It-
Fia was staying, but
The
there.
group's safety is more important than my personal feelings.
All right. So you don't personally know about another place. You can stop and ask someone, or you can just look around. Which do you prefer?
I would
I would-
like to perceive.
You like to
Oh,
perceive?
you go first.
I would. Can I assist on the perceive?
You can assist on the perceiving. Okay. Willow, then
ask?
you can roll. This would be no, investigation with advantage.
Life is good. Life is sweet.
Very nice. Very nice. So you start looking around, and you actually. It's not like you perceive it. It's almost like you remember a corner of the street during the festival when you were having fun and playing around, and then you remembered, oh wait, I think there was a tavern nearby. Taverns usually stay at an inn, but taverns also sometimes have places to stay. Yeah, there's probably a good place nearby, and you start heading in that direction. And as you're walking through the streets, Willow, because you have keen senses, you're
Oh,
actually
no.
the first one to notice something. The people in the streets are quiet here. And the people you notice, there's one man leaning against a wall, asleep. Not uncommon. Sometimes people get drunk and fall asleep there. But then you see another side, another person asleep. And you see a couple on the ground. All of
Sir,
them
give us a break.
seem to be asleep. The, the whole street is quiet. There is only one lantern lit. You see a man who has this long stick. You know this is one of the people that usually go around not cleaning, lighting up the lanterns at night. So every night they go around lighting up the lanterns, and then they uh, in the morning they go out. Magical lanterns, but still. And as this happens, you start seeing coming from that single point of light, a shadow begins to move. It begins to move across the cobblestone. You don't see any point of origin from the shadow, just the shadow. And then it begins to form out of the cobblestone, forming a shape, a three-dimensional shape before you. You see long limb-like appendages, almost like arms that lean forward and then down. You see a small head that forms with a little tail coming out of the top, all dark shadows. And then two lights that come out. This shadow creature seems to be tall, taller than any of you. Even though it's hunched forward, it's nearly 9, maybe 10 feet tall, as it is the only thing illuminated by the light, but it is pure shadows. And you hear,
You are invited by the Lord of Shadows. Come, guests of the Lord.
Excuse me, what?
could you not hear it?
No, yeah. I
Oh.
am just in shock.
Okay. It's just moving its head as the pricks of light that almost seem like eyes move and leave a small trail as it's just moving its head and looking at you. It doesn't have a mouth, but somehow it's speaking as this shadow creature is looming over you.
Do we have much of a choice?
I don't think so.
Come, or not. I will bring you to the Lord. You have no choice.
See the shadows almost like flickering like flames as it's getting ready to do something if you refuse. Honeycrisp has her hammer out, because I know that's what Honeycrisp would already do.
I'm not in the mood for it today,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
she gets her sickles out and she's like, I am really, really not in the mood. First, I got fucked up by stupid Ruiz and his stupid dragons. Then I got fucked, literally. Then I got fucked up by the person that fucked me. And I'm gonna fuck you up if you even try to fuck me up. So don't even try it, buddy.
Can we reschedule?
So be it.
The shadow raises a
Wait.
gnarled
Okay,
hand.
everybody, how about we calm down for a second? I stand in between everyone, like, okay. Hi, sir. May I know what to call you?
You see him actually stop for a moment as you step in front of everyone.
I have no name. I serve the Lord of Shadows.
Okay, yeah, but everyone deserves a name, and I would like to refer to you as something more than just a big shadow man. So, would you like to give yourself a name right now?
No talk. Come with me or die.
Okay, just give me 1 second. And I turn into the group like, hey, to be honest, I am not in the mood for a fight right now. And we don't really have a choice. And to be honest, if we're going to fight, I prefer to fight wherever he's taking us instead of getting in there fucked up.
Clara agrees.
Fine. I don't care anymore. Let's go.
I know, girl. I'm sorry.
And like she just starts crying.
Clara,
I
gently holds
hug her
hand.
again. Like, it's okay. I turn into the like, we'll go with you, fine. Like, no fighting, fuck it. It's okay.
The hand that was raised begins to lower.
Good. Good.
Turns around, and you see it merge its hand with the wall. The shadow spread, begins to form almost like a gateway. You see almost like a bricks of lighter shadows mixed in with the darker shadows. And once this passageway is complete, you actually it's weird. You're looking at it's almost like a shadow on a wall, but it's almost like three-dimensional, almost like you can put your hand through it.
It just goes in. She's not in the mood anymore.
You
She's
you
I
like,
am
all
all right,
you
well,
all go in?
Also
Okay.
walks in.
Yeah, I'm holding Willow's hand and just like, come on, let's go.
All right.
Fuck it, we've had a
Yeah.
fucked up day. Some more than others. We
Are you
done got-
happy with yourself, sir? Are you happy with yourself, Shadow Man?
I feel no joy.
Well, you
Well,
should find a
then-
hobby. Just saying.
Not dragons, though, for the love of God.
No,
Anything
leave
but
dragons alone. We've had
fucking
enough of that.
dragons.
As you go through, you feel a coldness as you almost enter this tunnel. You feel like you're about to walk into the wall, but you enter into a long tunnel that you continue to follow. And when you look back, you just see darkness, as if the passage has closed.
Man, what the Lumen would say now.
Then, as you
You know, I
reach
did
the,
not expect
as you continue
our
to
day
walk,
to go like this.
as you continue to walk, you see a point of light in the distance, a red light. You reach the red light and you walk into a completely different room. This is it's a foyer. Foyer. Yes. Sorry.
Foyer?
Yeah.
A foyer, yes.
Foyer.
what's that?
Yay. It's basically an entrance hall.
Oh, okay.
As you enter this entrance hall, it's actually a rather beautiful place. This seems to be like the entrance of a mansion. You see there are candlelights with red flames that give off way too much light for the small flame. Clearly some magic is at play. And you see some drapes all around, also with a red color that seems to blend in with the red light. You see 5 individuals dressed in maid and butler uniforms bowing to you. There is a staircase, a winding staircase that leads up. And as you look up, you see an individual standing there, red robed, with a mask on, a very familiar mask, a crimson mask, the same crimson mask that you encountered on your first night here. He puts a hand on the railing, looking down at you, and he starts to pull away the mask. And you see an elven man, pale, but with a rather beautiful face. Black hair, black eyebrows, clean shaven, fair features. As he leaves the mask slightly to the side of his face, and you see a big smile with a long fang on display. So wonderful of you to accept my invitation for dinner.
We didn't have a choice.
Dinner?
And that's where we're gonna end the
Oh.
session. Because
Oh, that's lovely.
that we're on a 3.5 hour mark. It's a good place to end.
And this is why I said we better go in with our full everything because I
Yep.
knew that we were gonna fight.
well
Well,
then.
we're having dinner first. I don't know if we're.
Yeah, we
fighting.
are probably gonna be the dinner. That's the thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You were invited to dinner apparently. So
yeah,
we'll
but they
see.
could have invited us to be the dinner. It was never
Yeah,
clarified.
hence why we didn't have much of a choice for anything.
I mean, sure. Um.
So
Oh, by the way,
you
Angie.
gave us-
By the way, Angie Pops. I am so sorry. I didn't see because of the raid. I didn't see you following. Thank you so much for the follow. If you're still here, if you're not, I am so sorry. I didn't notice it. I was just so distracted with the raid and the DND. But yes. All right. So lots of things happened. Someone got laid. Then someone got laid in a different way. But I ruined some emotions apparently. I am so sorry.
My heart.
I mean, that just says that you're really good at DMing.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if Nia and Mooney agree with that at this moment. I love y'all.
Listen,
My heart.
I'll just tell you this: the day you managed to make me cry, consider that a win because that is almost impossible.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right.
I'm gonna make you cry.
Yeah. Oh no. All right. So I'm gonna find someone to raid real quick. I'm gonna find someone playing D&D as well, just to keep on with this
The D&D train.
with the D&D train. Hell yeah. I'm gonna see who is on, and I mean, despite the pain and misery that yeah.
No, the mystery.
I hope you enjoyed it in some way.
Oh, it was a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a roller coaster, that's for sure.
I had a good
Alright.
time.
Good.
It was
good.
fantastic.
Oh
My
wow.
poor heart. That was-
Oh wow.
Oh Nia. Oh.
Yes.
Give me a moment. I love you very much, by the way. Give me a moment. Let me see if this person is playing in English, because it has happened to me to rate someone playing D&D in Italian because I didn't check.
no.
Give me a moment. All right, they are indeed a VTuber playing D&D. So fuck, that's
Hey,
that's
yo.
amazing.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. We don't have that many of those. So let's go for a raid. Kaidio VT. Let's if this is the raid message, and if
why?
you don't have it,
Why would you do that? Why would
if
you do
have
any
a
of
sub,
that?
we have that. Chaotic Platypus. You have one of the most amazing names I've ever seen in my life, and thank you so much for the follow. Seriously, that is an amazing name. I love it. But thank you so much for the follow. So, y'all, join in on the raid. Give this person some love. Don't do it too much. Let's not disturb their session too much. But give him some love. Follows are free. Also, check out the ladies. So we have Queen Roses. Do we have so many? Okay.
Yeah. I got poisoned by the toxin.
There we go. There's Scribs. Nia, you
Hello.
are on
You're
top
not
of
going
it.
back to the base.
The SO cannot
Not after all this shit.
keep up. Cello, there we go. Yeah. And
Hey.
and
Kill.
I'm literally hiding my face in
yes. So check them out.
Break the
Bye
streamer.
guys. Oh my God, it's one of my clips.
Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed right now. Please, no. Thank you.